went to the Bahamas, little vacation.
There you go.
Then Vegas, July 12th at the Palms Casino, the Pearl Theater.
How long are you going to be on vacation?
6 days.
Yeah, man.
Well, I was gonna go to Spain because I got these loaded friends that I vacation
Madrid,
with.
Barcelona.
I let them plan it. They do it all. But I picked up a show July 7th as a charity gig for Jaylen Brown of the Celtics.
Nice.
So he's doing something in Boston.
Okay.
So it just cut the trip short.
When is that one?
That's July 7th.
Okay.
But that's a charity event.
It's amazing.
So I thought I was off like till July 12th.
We're literally in every city 2 and 3 weeks from each other.
Oh, really?
Literally.
Where
Like
you
I'm headed, like, I mean, I did Boston.
Oh, that's right. That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? So you're headed to Boston. You'll be there July 7th, and I will have this close to each other in every city.
When's the last time you did Vegas?
I haven't done Vegas for a year and a half. I did the theater at Virgin.
Oh, I love that place.
It was really cool. Yeah. And they put me in a crazy room with like vaulted ceilings and like an actual like whole, all the instruments set up for a band and stuff.
So that's where we stayed when we did Back on the Strip. That was our hotel for 2 months.
Nice.
And so I don't think I could ever stay there again.
It's just too much staying there.
We stayed at Caesar's Palace for Think Like a Man 2.
Okay.
And we stayed at the Virgin for Back on the Strip. And I was going, don't ever ask. Because both those hotels, I'm like, I knew too much. I got sick of the coffee shops.
Right.
I got sick of the restaurant. The Virgin does have a great sports bar though.
Yes.
That and the smoothie spot was dope too.
Yeah, the smoothie spot by the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had to go up there. My room was behind that. Like you go through the smoothie
Oh, I
shop.
know where you was at. That's
Yeah.
where Tiff was staying.
Okay.
Yeah, Tiff was there.
Yeah, so that's where they stuck me back in there. I just think maybe it was just open. You know what I'm saying? The guy that's like the hospitality manager hits me often. He's like, you have gambling credits.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never won. Did you win?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't win shit at the
No,
Virgin.
man, you gotta lock in, man. I had certain slots that I like specific games, and so I went in there and like looked around and scoped for a little bit. And then I was like, okay, that's the game I like. Excuse me, they have another one over there. Okay, and then I just kind of saw like the flow of traffic where energy was, and I was like, I'm gonna go on this one because they had it kind of front and center. But I wanted to do it during like an off hour, and so at the end of the day, I could be completely wrong, but my theory worked because within 10 minutes it was like in the bonus twice, and I was like, okay.
On a slot machine?
Oh yeah.
Slot machine is all luck.
No. Slot machines is, I think it's a game. It's odds. For instance, there's a such thing as a hot slot machine, right? Like it's just you're on it and it just keeps paying. It's going to the bonus often. Then there's cold ones where you're like, damn, I cannot get in the bonus no matter how many times I tap this thing. You could be there all night long, go to the bonus once. Somebody next to you is like every other spin. You're like, what the fuck, right? Mm-hmm. So it takes a lot of self-control to recognize when one is cold and be like, you know what? I'm not going to try and warm it up. I'm going to get up off of this and find one that's hot. And so I can tell pretty soon, like, I can tell if it's about to be a losing night. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just find something else to do.
Huh. I invested in an app that hasn't gone public yet.
Okay.
And they've partnered with, definitely partners with casinos in Tahoe and Reno.
Nice.
I don't know about Vegas yet because it's not public. And it's an app for avid gamblers, and will partner with certain slots, and it'll tell you when's the last time they hit.
Nice.
Because you're still not guaranteed to hit,
Right.
but you're like, oh, the jackpot hasn't been hit in 8 months.
Right.
Or a big jackpot, you're like this. I'm going to go to that casino and play that.
It's due. That's essentially, it's due. It's like pool tabs. You know what I'm saying?
What is that?
Pool tabs are in bars. So they give the bar like a box of these pool tabs. It's a little piece of paper and you literally pull the tab. And under it, you either win or lose. Ain't no scratching, ain't no nothing. You just pull it, pull the tab, pull the tab. So people go buy, like, let me get 50 pool tabs. They sit down, they drink and eat or whatever, and they're just like shucking these things. And
Is that
then
like a bingo halls and stuff like that? Is that what they're at?
sometimes, but a lot of times it's in like dive bars.
Okay.
Right, so you'll go in and you'll see all of the like. Just look around for you. If they have them, you'll see like all. It's like a ton. Like they'll have paperwork for cherries and banana. Like it'll leave.
Well, I
like,
know what those are.
it's a pool tab.
Oh, I haven't seen this. You took me back to my trailer park days.
Yeah,
It took me a minute. I
sure.
go, wait, when you said cherries and banana, I go, wait a minute.
yeah. You remember? You'll see the shit. They're like, all right, you get 3 cherries as a win. You get like so. You're just sitting there. And you just see people like sitting there like zombies, just chucking these pool tabs. But they're talking, how are the kids, and just chucking them. Oh, got one. Well, literally in a box of pull tabs, unopened before the venue even cracks it for the public consumption, is X amount of wins. Right? So, like, it's guaranteed, like, all right, each box has this amount of wins in it or whatever. And so, if it ain't been hit, the chances that it's in the remaining ones are much higher. And this is why there's like an entire, like, if you get pull tabs at your bar, like, I'm looking into them for the lounge at the club. You have to monitor it because your staff will literally like watch people get pull tabs and not win, and be like, yeah, they're like 7/8 through the box, like shit, they ain't hit the big one, the little one, 2 little ones, a medium one, and then on that thing that says the wins, like it'll say which ones got hit. So there's like X's over the ones that have been hit. So when you see the $1,500 one that still ain't been hit, and there's 5 pull tabs left, it's like shit.
One of those is going to hit.
Like, it literally has to, unless they lied about something actually getting hit.
When you buy a box like that, though, like some scratch offs, they'll say you could win $100,000.
Yeah.
So when you buy a box, there's no guarantee you're going to have a big one in there, right?
No, that's the thing. Pull tabs in a box, whatever the biggest one is in that bitch. Right, like if it says there's the 5,000, 2,000, and 1,000, 650s are in there. That's out of, let's see, 5.
How big's the box? Because people would just buy a box. And
it needs to make sense.
Yeah.
And no, it doesn't make sense to just buy it outright. Like you need to be the one that hits that one ticket.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about you could buy the box, about how much the box is.
Right, but you at cost.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not going to turn you a profit. The box probably costs like what all the prizes are.
Oh, got it.
Or probably a little bit more than what all the prizes are, right? So let's say there's
that makes sense.
$5,000 worth of prizes in the box. Well, one box for me is going to cost, $5,500. So then the business that makes the pull tabs pulls $500 from every box I buy. But then you sell each pull tab in a box that has that kind of prizes for $5.
Yeah.
And with 5,000 in that box, that's $25,000 you can pull down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's just. It works out.
It reminds me of when I had my Tuesday night spot in Cincinnati, Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco, he started coming every week. So we partnered and we called it Chad Johnson's Too Funny Tuesday, hosted by Gary Owen.
Nice.
And at that time, you were at the level we would have brought you. Because at that time, we brought Lil Rel.
Nice.
We brought Kevin.
Yeah.
We brought everybody.
Right.
It was like Tuesday night in Cincinnati. I'd call them. Most people would be like,
I did an off night in Cincinnati, but it was Judy Brown. Judy Brown.
She took it from me.
At the Levy.
She took it from me. She literally took my concept and I got too busy and straight up just took it.
Really?
And she called it like Judy Brown's. Instead of Too Funny Tuesday, she called it like Funky Tuesday or something.
Well, it was popping.
It was the same.
At the Levy Improv or whatever.
I mean, the audience was already built in.
Yeah.
I could, and my thing, and God bless her, I wasn't mad. My thing was just ask me. I ain't doing it. You know what I mean? You don't want to get that rep like you're going to take something.
I don't think something can be took now that I'm on the other side of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that's
But I'm
management.
saying you literally like took the exact same concept.
Yeah, but
just
one-nighters
flipped
aren't a thing. The venue should have been like, hey, yo, Gary,
Yeah.
we have another promoter that wants to do this Tuesday night. This concept is still urban.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just straight up.
Yeah.
The Improv in Hollywood would not give me a Mo Wetter Wednesdays.
Fat Tuesday.
You get what I'm saying?
Tripping on Tuesday. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
Because I mean, I chose Tuesday night because when I moved back to Cincinnati 20 years ago, there was nothing to do on Tuesday. And I go, I'm always in town Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I was like, I'm going to do Tuesday because the football players were off on Tuesday. And that means the hoes come. You get a couple NFL guys.
And then here they come.
And all of a sudden the whole team was showing up.
Yeah.
It was legendary. But anyways, what I was getting at was Chad decided he's going to give away a car one night.
Shit.
A Lexus, brand new.
Just fucking ape shit.
He's going up every Tuesday and he's giving away tickets to the football games. And if it was away, he flew in and put you up. He just doing shit like that.
Wow.
That's why don't ever say anything bad about Chad Johnson to me. I saw how generous he was to people, literally.
So is it a facade online when he's like, I really just eat McDonald's?
No, that's not a facade.
I got a baby dick and I I ain't got no money.
No, he just doesn't spend his money like that. But he does spend his money. He's not a normal.
He's not engorging.
Athlete.
Yeah.
But I saw the good and bad side of people with this. And you being a club owner and now the last couple of years coming into some money, you appreciate it.
I'm not in the money yet, but I see where I will be.
Right. He flew these people to Cleveland, put them up, got them tickets to the game, and that's enough. The motherfuckers came to him on Tuesday and said, hey, it cost us like $28 to catch a cab from the hotel to the game. I was so mad. You know me, I don't snap on people.
Right.
I said, are you serious right now? It was none of my business.
Right.
It was not my money. Are you serious right now? I started bringing it up. I talked about them on stage. I told them, don't come back no more. I said, don't come back here no more.
Right.
I said, I don't want people like you in my life. I don't want people like you coming to my shows.
I'm fucking grateful. The entire trip, everything. And they're like,
tickets to the game.
You said you were covering everything, bro, and $28
Facts.
was missing. Also, we had pretzels.
Yeah.
And
so he says, I'm going to give away a Lexus. And so he comes to me.
So it was sold out. This whole show's been.
Well, we're sold out anyways.
Yes.
When he said I'm giving away a Lexus next week, it sold out immediately. It was like Dave Chappelle was coming.
Right.
Right. So he calls me Tuesday like at 5. The show's at 8. He says, Gary, come down. I go to the valet at the levee, and he's got this brand new Lexus, beautiful. He goes, all right, hey man, I'm giving it to my girl. He goes, I didn't know how to make sure she was here. So when she was at the show the week before, spur of the moment, he goes, giving away a Lexus next week because he wanted to make sure she showed up.
Right.
So I said, all right. I said, look, we're doing a raffle. I'll pull her number. Even if it ain't her number, I'll say it's her number.
Right. Just pull it out and say her name.
Yeah. This dude, this is where he fucked up.
Uh-oh.
He wanted to get sentimental. So he goes, hey, y'all, I know last week I told y'all I was giving away a Lexus. He said, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to do a drawing. And if we draw your number, we're going to draw 2 numbers. One number is tickets to the game next week.
Yeah.
And he goes, the other number is if the Bengals go to the Super Bowl, because they were good that year.
Yeah.
If they go, I will get you 2 tickets to the Super Bowl. And that's what we're going to raffle. He goes, but the Lexus, this girl's been down for me. She's done da-da-da-da-da-da. He goes, so, baby, I had to get you here. I didn't know how else to surprise you, so the car is yours. And people were crying and shit. This motherfucker got sued. Oh. A guy called and said, my son came home and told me about this, old white dude.
Right.
And said he tried to buy all the tickets. He did the math.
Oh, yeah. He was like, man, if I buy
$20 tickets.
Yeah.
350 seats, let's say.
Yeah.
$7,000.
Right.
He was like, they said, no, we put a cap on it. You could only buy 6 tickets.
Okay.
So he said, I bought 6.
He maxed out.
He said, so I feel, it was on the news. He said, I feel like I was lied to, taken advantage of. So he sued Chad.
For the amount
Lexus.
of the 6 tickets?
No, for the Lexus.
And won.
Right? No, this is what they did.
Okay.
I got served
Jesus.
at the club a couple months later. I'm sitting there, a guy goes, Gary, I want to get. He goes, you're served. I went, I got subpoenaed, had to go to court, right?
Yeah.
I was more offended when the guy goes, yeah, the host, he was a funny guy. Didn't know a name. So what they did was they said, the judge says, okay, we're going to divide 350 or 325, whatever it was,
The value of the ticket.
by $55,000.
So that everybody
that's-
had an equal chance.
Yeah. So all you had to do, you had to show your receipt and you had to show you were there.
Yeah.
And then I think Chad ended up having, I think he paid for like 18 tickets because most people didn't give a shit. Most people weren't going to do
They
that.
tried to like class action for everybody in the room.
Yeah. So
This kid had 6 tickets though.
Huh?
He had 6 tickets.
That guy had 6.
And
so
the
he
car
was
was
eligible for 6.
350,000.
So what's 6 divided by 55?
Was the car 55,000?
55,000. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that as long as I live. Like, I was there. I went to court. I saw it.
Right.
What's 55,000 divided by 325, let's say, or 350, whatever. I think it was 325. So,
$169.
$169?
So he had to give the kid $1,000. $1,000.
It was the old man. So 169 times 8 times 6.
Yeah, $1,015.
All that. He went through all that.
And in court, and then he had another $10,000 in legal expenses.
Yeah. And I think it ended up, I asked, and they was like, yeah, I think Chad had to pay like 18 people, 18 tickets, not 18 people, but 18 tickets. And I was like,
it'll make you never want to give out shit.
And I told, I remember I was shooting college when they called me and said, here's your court date. And I called Chad, and Chad has never raised his voice, never, nothing. I said, hey, Chad, this is Gary. I said, might want to get a lawyer. I don't think he's going away. He might give a fuck about that. I think he hung up on me. I was like, okay.
Right.
And he didn't show up to court. I know that. I know I did.
Got it.
He didn't have to do nothing. But I was like this, man, people, you saw the worst
And they showed
in people.
up, the kid and the dad, they're all there.
I don't know. I just went, the day I went, I just gave my piece and dipped.
Right.
I don't even know what the guy looked like.
Right.
That sued him. He
But
could have been
you
there.
just told him like it was always for his girl.
Yeah, he said that.
Right.
Chad said that. And I was like, I tried to tell him like,
Cancel the giveaway entirely. Wait a week and then do the ticket giveaway. We had an issue with the Lexus, so we're canceling that giveaway. We'll refund you your tickets that you bought.
That we did say that.
Yeah.
The club said we'll refund you the tickets. The guy was, nah, I want that car.
Right. He thought he was going to sue his way into a Lexus.
Yeah, I bet you most people didn't even know.
Didn't know that was going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, or they were like, what the fuck? Why would I?
Not doing all that if I bought 2 tickets. But keep in mind,
I'm not going to court and it's for that. Like, I'll fuck. Black people don't trust the entire system.
right. But we were sold out anyways.
Right, but
those shows were sold out
if you were a
anyways.
raffle buyer, whatever, also there's another thing is like the show sold out anyways.
We were going to be sold out regardless.
You didn't need this kid as a promo to pack the room.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's a guy trying to give out a vehicle and make it fair for everyone that's in the room. You went and did the numbers and saw, okay, if I buy $7,000 worth of tickets, I get a $55,000 car.
Mm-hmm.
We cap it at 6, so now you only have a 6 out of 350. So it's worth a try. But then what's more valuable? Tickets to the Super Bowl or
that car?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. And you don't know what kind of seats Chad would have got. Chad would be like, hey, ownership, give me whatever seats equal $55,000.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put this kid in those seats.
When
There's people like that, man. They hear those giveaways. Did you see the court case where the guy was, the radio station was fucking around and they were like, whoever gets a tattoo of our call sign on your forehead gets $50,000 or something.
Okay.
No, we're just fucking around, guys. Don't
Somebody did it?
This motherfucker was in court. It was like XKLR. I just feel like it wasn't very clear.
Was that 98 Rock?
I don't know.
In Baltimore? I think I heard that story.
Yeah. But yeah, the guy was literally, and he had on a hat. And they're like, so like, how far did this go? Like, how much did you believe in the promo? He's like, how much did I believe? How much did I believe? Yeah, it's like, fucking.
People are out here, man. Like opportunists, desperate.
Yeah, he was
that shit.
He's like, I was washing my car. I heard him say it. And I just grabbed my keys, went to my tattoo buddy. I was like, bro, told him what was going on. Argue with him where he was like, why the fuck would they do this to somebody? It's not real. Call the station. I ain't calling shit. I'm going now. I ain't got time to call him. Tattoo on his forehead, shows up at the door with the cellophane wrapped around his head over his tattoo. They're
Listen.
Like, holy shit.
If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Like, you're going to give away $100,000 if I get a tattoo on my head? Come on.
I'd imagine it's possible.
Depend on the radio station. Howard Stern, maybe.
But the fact that he ran off while they're like, we're most definitely playing. Like, so that's how they got out of it. The radio station was like, it's a 30-second ad. And we were playing, like, we'll play the snippet. It plays out loud. And it was like, man, people out there will do anything, man, for anything. They think, hey, we'll give you $50,000, you get a tattoo on your forehead. Yeah. Hey, by the way, don't do no stupid shit like that. He was like, yeah, I cut it off right after they said.
That's not their fault?
Right.
what an idiot.
So there he was. So the judge awarded him the amount of money it takes to remove the tattoo from his forehead.
It's fair.
Yeah, but tattoo removal leaves like an ashy, weird spot. So he still has.
Yeah, exactly. Stupid motherfucker.
He got to try and get it covered or something. There's a guy out there right now with 4 letters on his forehead, faintly
People are stupid.
on
ugly.
his forehead.
Ugly and stupid, man.
I did a giveaway one time that I low-key regretted. So I think I was on TikTok Live or something. And I'm like announcing my dates, just like, you know, because I already started pushing the dates. I'm like, yo, I'm going on tour. I'm like, you know what? Let's do a giveaway. Let me give away a couple of tickets to a show. I'm like, all you gotta do is live in the same city and come down to the place. Your name will be on will call. There'll be 2 tickets for you. I'll even make sure that they're in the roast zone, right? So I'm on there. This is why I don't drink on live either, because I started getting so saucy, right? I'm like, so people in Alaska or anybody that like went and looked at the shows and was like, yo, you're not in Detroit or you're not in, you know how they do. You're like, oh, really? The whole tour and you ain't got no da-da-da dates or whatever. So I didn't have anything in New Mexico at all. I didn't have anything in, I didn't have anything in New Mexico. Anyway, so they're like, what about us that don't live in those cities? I'm like, get to the city and I got you. They're like, Nate, get him to the city. I'm like, what do you mean get him to? Oh, you guys mean like an all expense paid, just get like fly you in, all that kind of stuff? Like, yeah. Fuck it. Let's go.
What were you drinking?
I don't know. Courage. Shit.
Courage by Ciroc.
I did it. And so it was so crazy. Like I did it and then I was like, let's do another one. Like I did 2. The first girl couldn't make it. The second lady could. She was cool. She was actually really pretty. Married, pretty, real estate agent. So they did it, but I was like, that was too much responsibility. Like I struggled with the couple that couldn't make it. Like I struggled with trying to make, because they're like, we can't make it. Can we do another one? And so I was like, I already extended myself. I already bought the shit. All that. Like, so I think at the end of the day, the couple that couldn't make it, they got like a travel credit for, I don't know, $600 just in their account somewhere. Because if you buy a ticket for someone, they have to give the credit back to you.
Okay.
And they just sat on it. So there's a couple out there with $600 to go. I hope they went somewhere that gave them relaxation. But then the other lady showed up. And what was cool about her, she showed up. She was cool as shit. She brought her homegirl who had like the same like dope energy. They showed up to Phoenix, I want to say. And they were hella cool. Like they were like middle-aged, little, I don't want to say middle, I don't know what middle age starts at, but they were like, let's say they were like 39 to 48. Like,
and they'll always come see you now.
Yeah, like sexy older white ladies. And they showed up, but then they made their boyfriend, their husband and the boyfriend of the other girl, they came and they had to pay. Yeah. So I was like, you get it. She's like, yeah. I'm a realist. Like, I know you were trying to like show love and all that. She's like, but this was a great time. We had fun. And I'm like, man, let me get you some drinks. So I like walked them over.
So they flew from Seattle, or where they fly from?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. Somewhere hot. I think they went from Austin to San Diego.
Yeah, they weren't related to those people that came to Chad.
No. Not at all. But there's people out there that are even like that are really like that. Like they literally are looking for a promo. Like there was somebody that sued McDonald's because they just were like, I don't think there's a Broadway and a Park Place in this fucking McDonald's. Like I don't think.
What about remember the lady that sued McDonald's for spilling the coffee on her?
Yep, and won.
Hold on. That was the funniest. I was watching the Tonight Show and I can't remember the comedian's name, but that was one of the funniest jokes I heard on that. Mm-hmm. He goes, yeah, there was a 80-year-old lady who had coffee spilled on her lap. I go, and she sued McDonald's and won like $3 million. He goes, let me tell you, there's no 80-year-old lap worth $3 million on earth.
Right.
I was just skimming this side show. What about that was a good joke.
That's good. Yeah. What about depreciation? Shit. Yeah, went off the lot for a long time. That's hilarious.
That's expired. Right. That lap is gone.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
$3 million.
Okay, on my podcast, I talked about the girl last month when I did your club.
Okay.
Okay. And I want to know your feelings on this since it's last month. So after I did your show, we do the Monday nights at your club. This girl came up and literally tried to critique my show. And this lets me know how clueless people are. It was probably the joke that to in my real set right now, not riffing, my real set.
Yeah.
It's my favorite joke to tell because it's not a joke, it's a story.
Okay.
And it's like almost 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
But the payoff is so good. But I can't believe this lady came up and goes, yeah, the deaf girl, you lost the crowd. You shouldn't have did that. And I'm going, what show was you at?
No, that was rocking.
Rocking.
Yeah.
And the payoff's so good. And
Yeah.
I've never heard a joke like it. It's a real story.
And it had callbacks.
Yeah, it's a real story too. So I go, why do people, I try to tell you all the time, if you've never been on stage, do not tell a comedian what he shouldn't talk about. Or if you've been on stage, I've gotten tags from open micers. And I'm like, I'll listen because you've put yourself out there and went on stage. You're
Yes.
in our world. I had an opener in Marco Island, Captain Brian. A hell of a button on a joke about 5 years ago.
Okay.
And he just came up to me like so humble. He goes, hey, Gear, I don't want to overstep anything. He goes, but I can't remember what the joke was. But that joke, he goes, man, maybe if you just say this at the very end, psh, he goes, I think it'd be, and he really went this, he goes, psh, I think it'd be a nice little button on it. Next show I tried it. I was like, oh,
Damn,
shit.
it didn't work?
No, it worked.
Oh, okay,
I was
okay.
like this. I was like this. Oh, shit. I said,
I got me
appreciate
one.
you, bro. It was a nice little, the joke already got a laugh, but it like put a nice little exclamation point on it.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
But I don't know why people do that. I would never go to like Joe Burrow and say, yo, man, when you're
People do that shit if you get the ball out 1 second earlier, bro.
yeah, when you got an 8-yard out,
Yeah.
he goes, you open up your hips too fast. Close it in. And that's what I can relate to because I think someone like Joe Burrow, Tom Brady, they would listen to their backup. They're watching film together.
Right.
They listen to them.
Yeah.
They're doing it. Even though not at their level, they're still doing it. Same thing. I'll listen to an open micer.
Yeah.
I don't know why people do that.
I don't either.
Like, we're not going to listen to you. There's no way I would.
I can't keep from what I hear. Like if you say it, obviously I heard it. I don't know if I'm gonna adhere to it. But that person in particular is special. I don't mean like, like
Special needs?
no, I don't mean special.
Not that far.
needs. Not that far, but like she's
She
like
could date one?
she could date a special needs person. So
Like
this is what it is. She's literally a genius, right? But doesn't read social cues very well.
She's a nuke. In the Navy, we call them nukes.
Nukes?
In the Navy, anybody that was in the nuclear power program
Yeah.
were geniuses.
Yes.
Socially awkward, couldn't read the room. And when I was in boot camp, they
could tell right away,
They
like-
all read the same. What do you do? Nuke? I was like, oh, you're gonna ace all the tests,
Right.
but you're a little different.
Yeah.
They could never march right.
Okay.
Like, we've never heard a nuke be a cadence caller. Left, right, left. No, it'd be like, left. So she would have been a nuke if she was in the Navy.
So she's very assertive, very opinionated. She's gonna tell you what she thinks and then doesn't give a fuck how you process it or if it was welcome. Doesn't ask if you want the information.
It was so.
But I like to keep some nukes around.
Okay. Why?
I think nukes make you better. Yeah,
Like
you got to
your-
deal with a little
Your
bit.
jokes or a person, like
no,
in life?
No, like just they're looking at every fucking thing. They're sponges. They see it all, and then
Okay.
they're like, "I have an unfiltered 7 cents for you." Like, what? 7 cents? People give 2 cents. I'm giving you that 3 times 0.5. So
Okay.
7 cents are coming. Are you ready for my? You know what I'm saying? And then if they've ever gotten to a place in life where like people actually do respect and appreciate the nukism or like the genius of it, then people take their word for gold. They
not
know
on
it's
liquor.
gonna be weird as shit. They know they're gonna come in and probably have a stain on their leg and sit awkward and not want to sit where everybody else who's come in your office has sat. They're like next to you. So I have something I want to take. Could you want to sit with it? I actually don't feel comfortable with it, but check it out. Let me tell you about, for instance, it also needs to be their expertise, not yours.
That part.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if it's in a field that they've like given like all their life to, the thing that they are experts at, almost everything they say is like just like a drip of gold. But as soon as they're like, I'm gonna apply my level of brilliance to another person's career path, that's where it's like, this is audacious. This is egotistical, and it usually doesn't even apply right.
But it's like when she came up to me, I go, that joke though?
Yeah, that one, yeah. And then you came up on the phone. Yeah. So I got my my favorite bit. It's the only joke I'm gonna do from here on out. Gonna open with it and then close with it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's I would say that's one of my superpowers is to be very subtle and throw shit back in people's faces and have them go, did he just walk in the room and do that? So me walking in your bar and she stand there and be like, yeah, that joke killed the night.
Right.
Yeah, it's now my closer. Thanks, bud. Fake phone call.
I don't know how subtle that is, but yeah, you definitely got some get back. But I would say, I keep a nuke, man. But it needs to be their field. Like, that's the best accountants. That's the best coders. That's the best,
Fortnite.
Players. Or let's say like you're new to Twitch and you need to set up everything.
Oh.
A nuke is gonna be like,
yeah,
here's everything you need, every single link that you need, right? And then they help you and it's precise. And then outside of that, they're like, but for dinner, what you should eat is. So you're like, fam, let's stop it at that.
I've already got you monetized.
Because I'm not eating stuffed rutabagas. Like, so what kind of advice is that? Yeah. So also, here's another thing that like they don't necessarily understand. This is a socially awkward genius, but they don't necessarily understand. They could because they look at it enough, study it, and then get it and understand it. But unless you live and do like being on stage and selling a bit, like pushing a bit, you don't know how it is possible for us to say something fucked up or something disagreeable, but with enough personality, with said the right way, people take it. Mm-hmm. They don't even understand that because if they said the same thing with no charisma, they get blown up every time. Does that make sense?
And that's good comedians. You'll see comedians else. They're just mean.
Yeah.
Good comedians take something that anybody else would say could be deemed as mean or be deemed as punching down. Mm-hmm. And the way we word it and the way we deliver it is like, it's very inclusive.
Right.
Sometimes hot button topics right now, obviously special needs, trans, any kind of disability. Mm-hmm. But that's what we do without punching down.
Yeah.
Very inclusive. There's some people there's other comedians that are just fucking mean.
Race
is always a hot topic. Religion and politics.
I would say hot topic. I would say those are potential landmines.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Abortion. If you got an abortion bit, that bitch better be written perfect. For real. And even then, a drunk person's gonna miss the idiosyncrasies of how you got this bit out and desensitized before you said each and fuck all that. You know what I mean? Like, did you not just hear what I just said? You know what I mean?
Especially in liberal areas.
Okay.
Ooh.
Potentially. I feel like you add a little liquor to anybody. It doesn't matter. Independent, conservative, they're still gonna be like, if they miss it, they miss it. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, I have a joke about it's a joke about playing Pai Gow with a Vietnamese dealer. And in the bit, the Vietnamese dealer wins. Like, they get benign retaliation, which is one of the, like, I think it's one of the 30 types of payoffs from a joke. She wins. Dog, we sent that shit to JFL 6 years ago, 5 years ago, whatever. They were like, we love him, but we can't press go on the the racist Vietnamese joke. I'm like, what? Listen, that bit murders. I'm talking the hardest people in the room laughing. One, Vietnamese. Two, any other Asian. Japanese people are like, this motherfucker's hilarious.
But that's the funniest accent.
Vietnamese?
I think across the board. Anything Asian. For a black person or white person to do it, or
Asian?
Mexican to do Asian,
Pretty good.
I think they're the funniest. We do the funniest imitations of them.
Because we look like we just are the furthest from them, so to do it sounds nuts.
They're just funny.
Yeah.
It's just funny.
Here's the thing. If you like dissect the humor in the phonetics of the American dialect of English, it's a pretty heady statement. But if you break it down, like a lot of consonants, those sounds, those hit harder. So if you're trying to have a singular word or a couple of words, like for instance, if I say Sean Combs' sex organ, that shit ain't funny. But you know what is funny? That shit you say.
Yeah.
Diddy dicks.
Diddy dicks.
Right. Phonetically, that's diddy dick. Like it's diddy like diddy dick. Like diddy dick. Like that is phonetically funny. And we have been, because we've done it so long, we choose the funny sounding thing without even thinking about it.
Right.
We just do puffy penises. Like we think of the thing, you know what I'm saying? The person that's new to the stage, you're like, you got to find ways to, dog, that's funny, but you got to punch that shit up. See? And your brain goes right to things that go, so you put as many sounds.
Yeah.
Right?
Sean John Slong.
Right, but the person that's not on stage that doesn't do comedy won't even think to do it that way.
Right.
And if they did, they probably fuck around and say it early and not even know when to say it before knowing that Diddy Dick's got to be the last line.
Yeah.
Right? So where I say that to say it is not a far bridge to a lot of the sounds in like Chinese accents having a lot of the same phonetic humor to it. And then you literally don't look anything Asian. So when you do it, and if it's dead on, one, the Asians know, damn, he actually got that shit right. Like that really sounds like us.
Right.
Two, that motherfucker's just funny. You know what I'm saying? Then three, it's like that sound coming out of that thing is crazy. Like if you saw a hippo roar like a lion, you'd be like, what the fuck? Right? You see what I'm saying? So that's like you're watching a 300-pound black guy sound like a 110-pound Asian lady. You're like, what? And it's dead on. If you close your eyes, you're like, that motherfucker sound like the dealer. There's a respect to it, and then there's a humor to it. Also, there's a certain amount of deep you can go into it before it's like, hey man, hold up. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as it's surface level shit, like they'll rock with you. And so I could not believe the institution of funny. At that point in almost any comic's career, that's a caveat. That's a ranking. You know what I mean? I'm like, you guys don't see that? Mm-hmm. Did you listen to the bit?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, but we listen with the ears of the Canadian audience, and they might not come with you on it, and we can't do might. I'm like, all right, didn't book me. I ended up going through the Kevin Hart LOL thing. Mm-hmm. One, it destroyed. I definitely had a chip on my shoulder. Like, I bet this motherfucker works.
That had to feel good.
What? I'm talking dick jumped. Like,
yeah. Looking at him like this.
Killed. And whoever was whoever was the choice, I think that guy's not there anymore, but whoever was made that decision, I wish they were in the room to be like, fuck, it worked. You know what I'm saying? I haven't even done that on. That's the full joke isn't out anywhere. They have me being like, "Oh my," and that, which is like "fuck you" in Vietnamese, but they don't have the 8-minute bit of playing Pai Gow and it's great. So one, I did do the joke. Two, I went to the showcase for the people that they did pick over me, and people were bombing. And
was it new faces back then?
Yeah.
New faces?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. People had rough ones. And I was like, should have definitely probably should have hollered at your boy. Like at a point I was like, I could save this room. Like it was that bad. right? Like somebody got to pick this. Even the host wasn't giving to where.
Remember who the host was?
Nope, but they were not reset. It was a Canadian comic. I don't know who it was, but they weren't resetting the room. Like if somebody had a rough set, they didn't reset the room, so the next person had a great crack.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah, but so not only that, there was a girl that went that was like, I don't know her name now, but she spent the entire 5 minutes describing how, and I can't make this up, how nasty her pussy looks. And she's like, at one point she leans over and she like is dangling two fingers. She's like, the meat curtains are like the dongles on a bulldog. Like that loose flappy meat on the side of a bulldog's mouth. Yeah. She's like, it's like Beethoven the Third after a 3-mile jog. Like just drizzling with drool. And everybody's like, oh shit. Somebody's like, can we cut the mic? Like in Canadian, like with that dialect, cut the mic, eh? Or whatever. But so I was just like, all right, my joke spooks you. That got through. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It gave me the perspective of like, bro, this shit is wildly subjective and motherfuckers don't know. Get the gatekeepers, it's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough. How much comedy do you have to watch? How much bad comedy do you have to watch before it affects you being able to see a good, you know what I'm saying?
I think they should let comedians book it. We know if we could take our feelings aside, like because there's personal issues that go with that. But I
didn't have a personal. I didn't know the person.
No, I mean if you let the icons that aren't threatened, that are established, if you let like Chappelle, Damon Wayans, I think Nate Bargatze at this point, Sebastian, people like that, Bill Burr, let them pick the comedians. If you're on the fence, if you're like, hey, we got a joke by Nate Jackson. I'm not sure about the Vietnamese thing. And then we got this girl talking about her pussy lips or by a bulldog.
Yeah.
Watch them both and tell me which one you think.
Yeah, it's only going to take 8 minutes of your time.
Yeah, be like this. Am I being oversensitive? Because we can do that. Yeah. You can take personal bias. I think you should definitely have comedians. At least you can't have a comedy festival and no comedians are making the decisions.
I think that I think there's some validity to that. I also think that there should be a space at the festival for the people who you were kind of, that if they even make it that far in the process, right? Like if you are, all right, here go, watch option A, option B, tell me what you think. Oh, option A, bet. There should be something for option B, right? Like I literally pitched and did at Moon Tower a whole showcase called Overlooked. And I called people that I thought were funny.
Overlooked.
It's called Nate Jackson Presents Overlooked.
Man, that's funny. As you were saying that, I was thinking to myself, I think those festivals are so big on discovering the new talent.
Yep.
There should be a category because it's almost like boxing. Boxers know, we always hear about this, people getting avoided. Someone like a Winky Wright.
Yeah.
No one wanted to fight. And then Fernando Vargas said, I'll fight him. And then everybody went, who the fuck is that? Because he was fighting all those boys in Germany and England.
Yep.
And Winky Wright came over like, everybody like, whoa. But boxers knew.
Yeah,
but the public didn't.
They're sparring like that. If he ever get a light on him, fuck.
Same way with comedians. There should be.
Sure.
There should be
That's how they use. And nobody's ever said it. I've never heard it said or encapsulated in a way where the one time it's a bio about Keenan Ivory Wayans or it's about In Living Color or something like that. And Robert Townsend was talking. And he's like, listen, there's a cohort of us all grinding, all making content, all writing, all shooting, all putting whole movies on our credit cards. We're all trying to get this shit done. When Fox called Keenan, we all knew, like, he's fucking out of there. Like, you take that brain and put it over there at that, gone. And it gave us decades of culturally influencing comedy.
And still holds up to this day.
What?
Still funny.
The talent he's found. So, I haven't seen that sentiment capped. Like, I know I'm one of them ones that if I get the right length, it's out of there. Dave Chappelle, obviously. It's like, all of a sudden you're like, damn, there's just this big ass wave of dope shit coming up. Is it? It came out of nowhere?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So track and field is that same way. There's somebody that was just fucking around at practice and raced the fucking state champ and dusted him.
Right.
Or if there's somebody in the hood that getting 30 buckets at the park, but fucking is like, I can't take a standardized test for shit. And then you fuck around and see them, they're like, oh shit, they put him on a team in Europe. That
What about
team is under the Lakers.
It's almost
He's
like,
gonna be I promise that guy's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? You see it.
have you ever heard of Hook Mitchell?
No, is that a real person?
Yeah, it's Bay Area legend. They said back when Gary Payton, Jason Kidd, when they was balling, they go, nobody was fucking with Hook Mitchell.
Really?
But drugs got him and crime. But they said he was like 5'10",
Yeah.
and they'd park a car,
Jump over the car.
dunk it. They go, he won every dunk contest in California.
Wow.
And they said Brian Shaw, remember Brian Shaw?
Yeah.
He said when he was in Sacramento, they had a celebrity game. There was a dunk contest. And Brian goes, get Hook. But he had a bigger plan. Brian was like, I want these NBA dudes
See him.
to see this dude,
Yep.
to see if there was anything there, right? And he showed up fucked up. And he was like, fuck. And he went to jail for like stealing a purse. So should look him up. They should make a movie on him, but it'd be a tragic movie.
Yeah.
And there's been a documentary, but
And then he aged out of even.
yeah, now he's aged out. But they said back in the day, they said ask anybody, Peyton, Kid, that whole era. They go,
Mitchell.
Nobody was fucking with Hook Mitchell on the playground.
Wow.
It was like, yo.
Yeah.
But it's similar.
But there's people like that in every thing. Like I said coding before, but there's like the nerds know the nerd. The nerds know the nerd that's like, fucking, dude, have you seen this person code? Like, we would code 24 hours and that guy would be done in 8 minutes. What happened to him? Yeah.
It's almost like you hear about these actors that we don't know about, but they're Broadway trained.
Brilliant actors. Yeah.
it's like-
and then when one gets that spot, boom. You heard the thing with Denzel and Chadwick Boseman?
How Denzel was the scholarship that he didn't know.
Yeah.
Chad never told him.
Well,
And
he finally did,
on the
Ryan
award
saw
show.
Ryan
But the
Coogler
first
say
time
that.
he met him, he didn't be like, hey,
No,
man.
many times.
Huh?
Many times. He waited until
Yeah,
a
I'm saying he
particular
never
time.
like the first time he met him was like, hey man, I'm this guy. He
Yeah,
waited.
because that's an in. Everyone around Denzel's like, what can I say to have a conversation? Chadwick had it
Yeah.
in his back. Hey, I'm the guy that da-da-da, like never said it.
Held it.
Hell, maybe he felt like, I'm not at the point of my career where it would seem like it panned out well. But when he did, Denzel was blown away.
Yeah. That's something I want to ask you. Because I'll tell you what I'm like, and I wonder if you're like this. When you're in this business, you're just coming up and you're bubbling, and people know who's funny.
Yeah.
So I thought it was always awkward when somebody that clearly didn't know me, that was an actor or somebody that hopefully I would work with one day, they was like, hey, this is Gary, man. He's a comedian. I was like, I hated that because I go, I don't know where to go with this. Because if they don't know me, I'm talking about on my way up.
Yeah.
I never wanted to be like, I'm like, hey, yeah.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
I remember Keenan did that with Richard Pryor. Did you see that?
No, what do you do? What happened?
They did a tribute to Richard.
Okay.
This is probably like 92, 93. So
Okay.
he wasn't debilitating, but he was getting sick.
Yeah.
And Keenan goes, yeah, I met you one time, but I never wanted to meet you. He goes, because you were my hero. You were my icon. He goes, I wanted to meet you when I had a body of work that I could show you,
Something respectful.
to show you what I am.
Right.
And Keenan goes, so
Wait. Keenan said that to
Richard Pryor.
So then Richard Pryor said something back to him?
This was on an award show. Keenan, it was honoring Richard.
Okay, so he just talked.
He's just
Okay,
talking. So he said, Richard Pryor, my name is Keenan Ivory Wayans. It's nice to meet you. That was fucking cold.
Yeah, man.
This was when Living Color was popping. He's like, so
And Richard was like, who's this nigga?
I never, such a, but Richard was like, oh, he was pumping and shit.
yeah.
But I was just like, I said, I get it.
But here's what I believe. I believe everyone's watching. Everyone's watching everybody.
Now
Social media for sure.
different. But back then, you get to LA, nobody knows
Everyone's
you.
watching everyone. And okay, but how many times have you been somewhere with more established acts as a once you had, let's say, arrived, and they're like, who's coming up? Who's hot?
Yeah.
How many times have you had your own agent be like, who's out here? Who's making noise?
Mm-hmm.
Your manager, hey, do you know who's popping right now? They know talent by talent, that is how they pay for homes, private school for their children, they get somebody that they didn't know about that's fucking popping in a region and that's ready to go boom boom. Like they know. Right? So all the time. So then my thing for why I wanted to do Overlooked is I'm like, I see you.
Yeah, and
Like,
you've been
fuck.
grinding.
Not only have you been grinding, you're a killer. Everyone let me tell you something. Definitively, people were like, this is the best showcase at this festival.
That was
All my acts.
What was the
up.
festival again?
It was Moon Tower, Austin. And it was a great festival.
Oh yeah.
I did a show I did one Overlooked at right downtown in the heart of the thing, and then I did another Overlooked at the Comedy Club.
Cap City?
Yes. Yeah. Packed, balcony packed, and the acts were crushing. Like they were going on stage like, you know when you introduce a motherfucker, like hand me this bottle of water, and you're going on, no, hand it to me. Like your introduction.
Hey, you got it for Nate Jackson.
Thanks, man, appreciate it. This is how they were taking the mic. Pass it back.
Hey, give it up for Nate Jackson.
Fuck it. So listen. I was like, yeah, damn, let me go. And they were like, bow, 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 bow. Thank you, good night. Like, and then I go like, fuck. And while it's happening, we're in the green room. The next ones are all pacing. They're fucking like, because it literally fed to the spirit of I'm dope at this shit. They don't see it. I'm gonna show them why. The chip on your shoulder. It was chip on your shoulder. Introducing chip on your shoulder, and then the next one introducing bigger chip on your shoulder. Introducing the chippiest chip of all chips on your shoulder. Introducing Mrs. Chip on your shoulder. Like and they were like it was amazing, and it's called Overlooked. And they legitimately were people who have long since should have been submitted. Everybody who's popped will tell you the story. Like, man, I feel like I should have gotten this thing, and right. Like, I'll tell you, I wish my dad would have let me mow the lawn. I was younger than he thought I should be mowing the lawn, but I was like, I'm ready. So by the time he thought I was old, I was like, nigga, fuck you. You mow the lawn.
Right.
You should have let me do it when I was 11 and inquired. Like, how hard is it to walk behind a fucking lawnmower? But he's thinking you're going to reach in it, cut your fucking hand off.
That's how I thought. That's how I would think with my kids.
Yeah, but I was like, I won't. I'm fucking ready.
Nah.
So by 13, when he was like, all right, get out there and mow that lawn, I was like, hey, you, motherfucker. I have new interests.
What about this? Have you ever been on the road? And now you're taking your guys with you. But before then, when you started headlining, I don't know, were you just letting the locals, like the club, book the features?
Yeah.
Okay. Was there somebody that?
Or I'd be like, who's in the city that I already fuck with? Somebody from the Bay Area Black or someone I know. I don't want to just be a stranger in my space. So I want to like kind of know. You know what I mean? If I'm in
my first shoot, 10 to 15, I wasn't concerned. But what I'm getting at is there anybody that has popped or maybe hasn't popped that went up and you went, and it don't mean you had a hard time following, I'm not getting at that. I'm like, you were like,
I see it.
Wow.
Matt Rife.
Oh, duh. Sorry about that. I can't top it.
Literally.
My name was like this. No, I can't top that one. That was a good one.
Matt's tough. But it wasn't this stuff.
Yeah, but you saw something there.
I was like, this motherfucker is young, gorgeous, and actually really clever and funny and has a heart.
And personable, yeah.
Right. And I said, fuck.
When it happens.
And then he got Wildin' Out. And I was like, duh. That was where I was like, duh. All of this is like off of that duh. This is all, you know what I mean? He kept watering that plant. He kept on. Who was your person that you were like,
Tommy Johnigan, who's not a household name.
Wow.
But he opened for me in Hartford. And I'll never forget, I had a host. Uh-huh. The host was a black dude. And the host would end as the host, before he brought up Tommy, it was kind of a hacky music bit where he's dancing, but the crowd was kind of in hysterics.
Right.
And then you bring Tommy. You know, Tommy's very
chill.
He goes up there, he goes, the first night, he had a napkin. He took off his glasses, he wiped them. Uh-huh. And he goes, yeah, his next 30 minutes ain't going to be that. ain't gonna be no dancing. I'm not doing all that. So I just want you guys to be ready. I was like, holy fuck, he just reset a ghetto room.
Yeah.
Right?
Reset.
This shit was black, and that was my audience at that time. And I was like, whoa, there's not a lot of W-2s here. Right?
Damn.
And it was like, he reset that room, and I go, fuck, he was so good.
Yeah.
I went to Starbucks just to talk to him about stand-up. I said, where you at? He goes, Starbucks. And I go, all right, I'll meet you up there. He goes, all right. Went up there and just bullshit. Where you from? I was just interested in him.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, and then it was like, shortly after that, he had a couple development deals.
Nice.
And I think he shot a pilot.
Okay.
Just didn't go, but I was just like, there's something there.
He's still out here.
Oh, yeah. But I'm saying, but he isn't a household name like Matt Rife. Nobody is right now. But I'm saying, a guy that when I saw it, I go, he's going to be doing this for a long time in this business. Mm-hmm. And some people are going to know his name. The other one.
You can tell when, like, it's easier to see when somebody ain't going to make it. You're like, yeah.
Oh, the hacky shit? That you see, I don't know the host.
Even if it ain't hacky, it's like, you're just like, yeah, see.
I don't know the host. He was probably ripped harder, but I was like, shit Tommy's
that host
saying?
is probably a household name in that market.
Yeah. But the shit Tommy's doing. The other one I would say didn't open for me, but when I saw Sebastian do Fat Tuesdays.
Which Sebastian?
Manicasco.
Okay.
When he did Fat Tuesday, and I was like, he did some Ray Charles shit.
Okay.
Remember in Ray, where the crowd's coming out, he goes, dim the lights. Shh, put the spotlight on him.
Okay.
Like down the side. It's exactly what Sebastian did.
Right.
They put him up. If there was 6 acts that night, he was 5th.
Got it.
Right? And I was like,
which is essentially being thrown to the wolves.
Yeah.
Right.
And, as a white guy at that time, I was the only one doing Fat Tuesday consistently, right? Okay. So when another white guy came in, I was always interested, like, oh, I wonder what he's going to talk about. I was never the white guy like, what are you doing in my territory?
Hilarious.
I was more like, oh, I got a buddy. Right. So I saw him go up. Oh, I got somebody to go to Jerry's with, and we can order matzo ball soup tonight. Right. I was never
what soup? What the fuck is it?
I was never threatened. I was like, oh, another guy, buddy. I was so inclusive, like late 90s.
Sebastian's so tough. A good matzo ball. Let's go.
He went up there, and that's the lights came on, and that spotlight hit him, and I go, the fuck? Right. This is different. And he's doing the same vibe, the same shit he's doing now, and he brought him in and killed. I'll never forget it. He did the hose. You want a water? I get that from the hose.
Right.
And then he goes, I got orange gina. The way he said it, I was like this. The fuck is this guy? And I was like, it was so good.
Yeah.
I was like, that guy's about to be, I don't know how it's going to happen or when it's going to happen. And this is when I first saw, I knew he was about to be like, have you done the Taft in Cincinnati, the Taft Theater?
Yeah.
So I was doing the Taft. I used to do it every year for probably 4 or 5 years before COVID hit.
Okay.
Right? I always do one show, pack it out, just one. Sebastian was always, for some reason, for 2 years straight, he came close to when I was coming.
Right.
I saw him on the promo boards. Yeah. So I remember the one year I came and it was packed, and then Sebastian came and he did one show, and I'm sure it was packed. It was next year, 2 years later, I saw he had 2 nights at the Taft. I went, oh,
move.
Somebody's kind of taking off a little bit. I go, he's doing 2? Right. Or it was either 2 nights or 2 shows. I go, oh, he's doing 2?
Right.
Oh, I guess that Orangina shit hit.
Right. Fuck. Trying to sell out my one.
Right.
Yeah, no, I feel it.
Yeah.
I had a couple phone calls like that. Like Scruncho called me. It was like, nigga.
What? But you were selling tickets?
Uh-huh.
Nigga, look, I got Big Nate, nigga. I got a one nighter at the Ontario Improv, man. I go on the motherfucking website, see how they got a nigga looking on the site, you know. Nigga, I'm like this. I'm wrong with my computer. Nigga, I shut it down, turn it back on. This nigga got 11 shouts. Whatever you need, nigga, let me know.
That was
I mean it, like the OGs that's hating on you. Let me know. I'll knock them out, nigga.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, Scruncho like that?
We gotta get out your way, nigga. We gotta get out your way, nigga. I'm gonna call you back. You gonna tell me everything you did, though.
I'm like, all right, yeah. No, everything. Whatever the fuck.
I think it's a great way to end this episode.
Yeah.
Anyways, man, we gonna close this shit out.
Anybody in the way, we gonna knock them out.
Yeah, just before we get out of here, July 12th, I'm doing one show in Vegas, not like Sebastian doing two.
You guys sound like Scruncho. I'm trying.
I can't do Scruncho.
He's got a very interesting sound.
Okay, we'll close with this. Oh, this is too good. You'll appreciate being Scruncho. This is like 98. So my roommate at the time, Terrence, had a one-nighter in San Diego.
Okay.
And Scruncho came down and did it, and I hosted it.
Yeah.
And there was some girl that did poetry. We're riding back to L.A., so I'm in the passenger seat. My roommate's driving. Scruncho's in the back seat next to this poet. And and Terrence started saying, "Hey, man, tell some of your poems." And it was all like, my pussy juice is like strawberries. It was that type of shit, right?
Right.
And she just doing all these sexual poems, and Scrunch just in the back, he goes, "Oh shit!"
She took him there.
Yo, he was hyping her up. He goes, "Oh shit, yeah, strawberries." I'm a berry man myself.
Oh, shit.
I like a good
I'll never
strawberry.
forget he was in the back. Oh shit,
That's funny as fuck.
All right, y'all. This episode brought to you by Scruncho.
Yeah. Look, but for me, LA, the 27th, the 28th, San Francisco, Masonic Theater. So those are the dates. Go to NateJacksonComedy.com, get your tickets.
Man, oh yeah, mine's GaryOwen.live.
And make sure you check out Get Some, and make sure you check out Opinionated.
Boom. There you
Peace.
go. Later.
What up, beautiful people? It's your boy Nate Jackson. This is another episode of one of the best podcasts that you could possibly listen to. It's available everywhere you get your podcasts, and it's called Nate Jackson's Opinionated. Big highlight on the Nated and Opinionated. It's me. We were on hiatus because of the Netflix special, which is now out. It has been out for 24 hours, and it is immaculate. I knew it was going to be immaculate when I did it. It kept its wonderfulness through the edits, and it even got better because the editor was so thorough in fulfilling what I wanted to see and have happen on the creative side of the game with like the split screens and whatnot. And so it was wonderful. We have we put what was an hour and 20 minutes, hour and 40 minutes, I'd say about an hour and 40 minutes, sometimes 2 hour show. We were able to, get it down to, I did 70 minutes live. And so that took about 3 months of fine tuning on the road prior to taping. We did 4 tapings. That was the second show of the 4. First show was hot too, but my shoe was untied and I kept thinking about it. And so for the second show and onward from there, it was just about collecting shots and making sure that we had everything that could possibly be needed in the edit to put together a Netflix #1, which we are not yet, but we are in the top 10, nestled firmly in the middle at number 5. And the 4 things in front, one, I don't think it's possible for me to catch, being Squid Games, unless it had a major fall off from Squid Game season 1 in viewership. And it's rocking.
Still good.
And it's a good show.
Yeah.
Then 2 is like Waterford. Then 3 is another one. Then Monday Night Raw. And I think that we have a chance as the week progresses and we get into the weekend to potentially be closer to Monday Night Raw or ahead of it, because it pops every week. So the further we are away from the Monday Night Raw, the better.
Yeah, because Monday Night Raw is 3.
Yeah, it's 3rd. And I should be gaining momentum as we come into the weekend, because people are going to have all their different watch parties and actually sit down and watch it on a Thursday night or on a Friday night or Saturday night, or just have it running all weekend long.
You beating the NFL though, man. You beating that quarterback show.
The one with Jared Goff
The
is
one
the
with
picture?
Jared Goff and who's the Cincinnati Bengals?
That's crazy. And so what's really wild is, this was a licensing deal. So for us to have the type of traction of a Netflix Presents like this, for people to be saying it's the best special on Netflix, for critics to be saying that, for haters to be this quiet. You know, the text messages I have from other people in the industry that are just like, yo, you did it, bro. Like, it really feels like when Kamala Harris was talking to Joe Biden after they won, she's like, we did it, Joe. Like, it really feels like that. So it was a major, major accomplishment. It looks beautiful. You can see it there over my shoulder. I wore the roses based on the contractual obligation with Netflix. I wasn't allowed to say I had on the roses or even put it in the credits that I'm wearing the roses. And people are finding it. We have an entire package cart full of the roses that's headed out to the post office. We've been packing stuff all day. So Monday or Tuesday, when I get my intern present, we're gonna be hitting the ground running. Because while I was packing the packages that came, the orders that came in, 5 more came in. So it's going down. And that's really impressive, because when something like this comes out, you a lot of what you do after is you should take the time to slow down and celebrate, which I have not done yet. We watched it at the club, and we did kind of celebrate that, but I felt like I had to be on for that. If anyone was present, you saw, I came in, I took pictures, I talked on stage, we showed it. Then I went and I took pictures for the next hour and a half. I didn't even get to go into Thelma's Lounge. I didn't get to have a drink. I didn't get to hang out really. It was just taking pictures with the people and showing love back and appreciation for their support over all these years. Because it was invite only, and it was the closest people to me and people that legitimately had a role in my development as a man or as a comic. And so, I just like to reflect. I need to get by some water or something and just sit there for a minute and take it all in. But I have text messages from, even like Little Rail was like, how does it feel, bro? You have a major hit on the biggest streamer. This is a major hit, bro. How does it feel? And so to be number 5 on the top shows on the entire platform is insane, because that means everybody, no matter what their algorithm reflects, sees that as number 5. That pushes it. And then even though it's my trademarked brand name of Super Funny, when you call your special Super Funny, it makes people go, let me see for myself.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they can come back and be like, oh, that was kind of funny. That was hella funny. Or whatever their word is, they're not going to say it's not funny.
Right.
We put down some fire. Trend's been getting blown up by people that have just been kind of in the sidelines doing their own thing.
That's how I know it's a good body of work and a good special, because people that I started comedy with, who I respect, and I know that they're students of comedy and they appreciate it. So for them to be like, yo, who've never seen you, and in the back of their head, they're like, he's just a crowd work dude. They just see the clips.
Yeah.
But them watching it, and he was like, man, I'm watching this on the plane, and I'm just busting up laughing. And people are like, what is this guy laughing at? And he's just like, it's funny. So I just
27 minutes of material before I even go into anything to do with the crowd.
Yeah.
On a 1-hour special, and then I came back and closed up with another 3 minutes of material that felt like crowd work. And so all the setups were there. All the callbacks were there. There was an applause break. There was 2 applause breaks during the special. And I don't know when the last time was that happened on a special. Objectively, even if it was not me, I don't know when the last time I watched a special and there was an applause break. And we did that. The line where I talked about that I did the callback to the Latinos after the couple mentioned working in the Apple industry.
Yeah.
That got an applause break. And I just sat in it, man. Live, it was so good that I just got to smile and do a little punch in the air. And so, and I didn't, when I saw we only had 2 edits. Like that's edit number. That is the final version, and it took 3. So I got it, we gave notes, got the second one back, gave notes, and then the third, that's what came out.
Yeah.
And so I was always, by myself watching it, giving a note here or hey, I didn't add much. I just said, hey, when I go, that's a lot of meat, and then I pointed at the butcher as a callback. They didn't cut to him as a reference. So I was like, when I point, I'm pointing at the guy. It's a callback. And so they really captured all of the layers and nuances that are happening all at once. The thing from before that comes back, that thing that I'm building that ends up turning into something that brings it all together. Like they caught all of that, wasn't much missed, and if anything. And so you have the joke that I am working on that I said, then you have the reference I'm kind of making where it's a double entendre, and then you have the Soto, the under bit, which is like Soto is it's an acting term for like a throwaway line. Like it's not a punchline, it's just like a follow-up little jab as I'm moving to the next thing.
Yeah.
And so they caught all of that. And so when you catch those kind of things, it adds to rewatchability where people are like, yo, I watched it twice and different sets of stuff made me laugh.
Yeah.
So we got a win on our hands.
Yeah.
And I mean, we got us a big win.
Let me slow this down just a little bit because, I'm a comedian and I feel like anybody that's pursuing this thing of comedy, their like dream, like their goal, like if you play football, and you want to go to the NFL, you want to win a Super Bowl. And I think you just kind of just mentioned that putting a special, you could put it on HBO, you could put it on Hulu, you could put it on anywhere, YouTube, wherever, but something about putting it on Netflix, it like just means something. So to watch you for 2 years, kind of like build your set, build this thing without even knowing, but you're building it, and then you finally shoot it, and then it finally comes out. I'm sure when midnight hit, you put it on, right?
No.
You didn't?
No.
When did you wait?
You did.
Right.
I was like, I'm going to wait.
So when did you finally?
Because I've already seen the edit.
Sure.
I've already seen it. So to me, it was like, there's no point in me watching it alone. I want to see people's responses live. So to me, it was like what I was excited to see was how people responded in the club at the viewing party.
Okay.
And it was outrageous.
That was a good experience because I watched it. Because look, man, you know what's so funny? I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to rain on the parade because the viewing was special. Because from watching it, because I watched it at midnight, and like I said, I watched you build your material for 2 years.
Bro, we get dead to it. It don't hit for us like, what I'm saying? We've seen it.
So, exactly. So I'm numb. So I'm just like, man, I don't
The
know.
material part. Like, I know we get excited, like, what's he going to do for crowd work?
I mean?
But if I'm going, like, all right, how many times have you seen me do crumble cookies? Which I don't even do anymore. I haven't done that in 6 months without even being like, oh, I can't say that no more.
Right.
I had moved on from saying that before I even inked the Netflix deal.
Okay. So again.
If they call me tomorrow, I would be like, let's rock.
Sure.
But I don't, with material.
Yeah.
It could be all new shit.
Right. So I'm watching it.
Nuts to me.
And then when the crowd work part happens, then I'm like, oh no. This was okay. Yes, this was the night I remember. Because again, for us, it happened so long ago. I almost forgot a lot of those crowd work interactions. But this is what I wanted to tell you. I was waiting for this podcast too because I was like, oh, okay, Nate likes to stream now, and we like, what I'm saying, moments. So I was super excited about it because, getting your name in the credits for, your special. And, they forgot about your boy.
What you mean?
I'm not in the credits.
What?
I promise you I'm not. So look.
Wait.
I promise you I'm not.
There's no way.
That'd be a sick joke for me to say this right now. It wasn't true. I'm telling you. Yeah. So look, when I watched that at midnight, that's why I was so excited to watch it now. Because again, once you see it, I'm telling you, I had a whole conversation with Marcus.
Brent is in there.
Huh?
Brent's in there.
I know Brent's in there.
How the fuck are you not in the credits?
Not in the credits. I'm telling you.
There's no way.
So
you missed it.
This is my experience. Let me tell you the story of when I was like, what is it? I got home at like 9. I was so excited. I was like, because I've been telling everybody, yeah, man, my name is man, thank you for the credits, man. All this stuff, right? So I'm like, it's 9 o'clock. Man, I was excited like a kid on Christmas.
Because you're thinking 9 o'clock East Coast, let's go, I'm going to catch it.
Nah, but it didn't pop for us until midnight.
It didn't pop for anybody until midnight Pacific.
Exactly. Oh, I didn't know that Pacific.
Yeah, they made them wait. People were on the East Coast trying to watch it like, damn, we got to wait till 3.
So I set my alarm. it went off. I'm like, okay, boom. So then I put it on, and then you hear that da-doom,
Yeah.
and you get excited because man, when you're a part of something that's on Netflix, that da-doom, that shit hits different, right? So I'm like
It
excited.
didn't even say to it said Trenton.
Yeah, right.
Cartoon.
Like, here we go, baby. And then it starts, you see Seattle, and I'm like, a little bit of me was like, man, I'm gonna fast forward to the end just so I can see what everything. I was like, you know what? Nah, don't do that, man. I wanna watch it and then just let it come in naturally. So I'm like, I'm gonna watch this thing. And then it ends. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I get my phone out. I'm like, all right, man, let me record it, baby. I want my first record my natural reaction.
So it ended, and then you got your phone?
It ended.
I think you went by when you were getting your phone.
Okay, let me finish telling my story.
Okay.
So I'm like excited. See, like this thing was fucking good. Hell yeah. So it's coming. I'm like, okay, here go the credits. And then I see, okay, executive producer. Okay, that was Nate. Yeah. Okay, Marcus. Okay, the director. Okay, everybody, executive. Okay. And then it goes into the camera operators. I'm like, all right, okay, that's first DP. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. 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 Oh, there goes Brent. Okay. All right, Brent in there. Okay. Yeah. And then it goes to like the assistant camera operator. I'm like, okay, the assistants, okay. All right, I was saying, okay. It goes into, the lighting, and I'm like, okay, lighting, okay. I'm like, oh, I see what you did, Nate. You ain't gonna just put me with the camera operator. I got a special.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, so okay, man. So I'm still watching it, recording it. I'm like, I see what you're doing, baby. And then I see, I see the coat check girl, and I'm like, there's a coat check girl. Like, wait a minute,
The coat check
Uber
girl?
driver,
The sweeper.
Kevin got one for standing in. I said, okay, and then I see the special thanks. I'm like, oh, okay, now you know what? Yeah, see, all right, because I'm a comedian at heart, so why would I want my name first time associated with Netflix as a camera op? So I see what you did there, Nat. You put me in the special thanks, and I got it. So I'm looking in the special thanks, and I'm just like, nope. And I was like, okay, Cannon got some love. Okay, Cannon.
Cannon's in there.
Cannon's in there. Ryan, I'm like, oh, snap. I'm like, oh, okay. And then it goes, and then you do that. You talk to the guy up there, like, oh, you look like my penis. And then that's like the last thing, and then it goes out, and then I'm like, and I'm thinking, and then I see myself like on the stage in the corner holding the camera, and I'm like, oh, okay, so Nate probably got an arrow, okay, coming to me, and then it just goes out, and then I'm like, wait, did I miss? I was like, nah, man, Trent, it was during the credits, man. You got distracted, and you was probably looking at some of the crowd work. You missed your name, but,
Yeah,
man, just run it back. See, matter of fact, I'll get a little closer. So I probably missed it.
Right.
And I ran it back the second time. And it wasn't in
Your
there.
name is not in the credits?
Nah, it's not. And then
There's no way.
we can, it's right up here. We can
There's
pull
just-
it. You can
There's no way.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. But yeah, so I was like,
There's no way.
hey man, I wish I wasn't making that.
They
up.
misspelled Brandy's name or something
sure
too.
did.
What did it say?
Brady. Now it just seems like you being down low. Like Brady. Who the hell is Brady? Some random guy.
No way.
Yeah, so after I got done crying,
Fuck me.
and I turned my engine off because I had the hose. Because I in the car
With the carbon monoxide, the carbon monoxide.
Everybody like, man, Trent was over there telling everybody he was gonna be in the credits, and he ain't even.
He ain't even in the background.
So I was like, oh man,
Are you serious?
I wouldn't make that up.
Oh my gosh.
What are you looking at? You trying to find a?
I'm trying to find Larry's ass.
I mean, it's
He put himself as an executive producer,
I seen that.
which he was, but
Yeah.
there's no way.
Look, I'm on it on my phone. I'm fast forwarding it. Oh no,
You found it.
no, I didn't. I forgot I'm logged into my Netflix on the screen, and I think it was messing with it. But you can fast forward it to the end. We can look live
Yeah, let's look.
on the podcast.
Because there's no way, bro.
Okay.
In advance, I apologize for however they missed your name
For sure.
from the full credit list.
For sure.
They spelled my dog's name wrong.
Sure. I'm definitely not blaming you and putting that on you because I know
There's no way.
above the line, below the line, whose job it was. Like, I'm on the call sheet.
Yeah, you should at least put that on there.
I was on the call sheet. So
You
you
got
would
paid.
think they would copy and paste the call sheet.
Heath is on it.
I know. Now I hit play.
Directed by Marcus Russell Price.
Good job, Marcus. You did a good job.
Larry Meyer, Zach,
Yep. Shout out
Nate
Zach.
Jackson, Vanessa
Jen.
Williams.
Vanessa, Keela Green, Randy, Nick, Jonas. You guys did a good job. Red Bear.
Brett, Vince.
Good job, Brent. You did your thing. Chris, Phil, Chase, Jib Operator, Bob. We needed you, man. Lead assistant camera. And then this is when I knew after this one, I was like, oh, the second assistants are done. Oh, I got my own slot. Okay. And then I think the second time I thought that Thatchery dude was my name at first, but it wasn't. Marco.
Is there a mistyping of your name?
I can assure you.
They got Kevin. They got the
Again.
barber.
That's what I'm saying, though, barber. I'm telling you, I thought that the Thatchery, there was like a Thatchery name. I thought that was mine at first. Then they just misspelled it, but I don't see how they
Oh
got to
my
that.
God. Running Man.
Good job running, man. With the Neptune. Shout out Neptune, man. They did a good job. It was a great venue. This is when I was like, oh, okay, Nate. I see what you did.
The agents, the family.
Put me
Team
in there.
Nate, club staff.
Yeah, I see.
Adrian Sims.
Good job, Adrian. Good job,
They spelled
baby.
Valentine's name wrong.
Valentine. But you in there, though, Valley. We know that's you.
Valentine was my agent at Gersh, and now he's the head of Gersh Comedy, all of it.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that.
Funny Bone, Omega Sci-Fi, Anna Joseph. Too Short. Twista and the Roses Collection on the same line.
On the same line. Come on. Like
Brady
it's
Laverne Jackson, my sweet girl. How do you misspell that? It says sweet girl. Nunu's full name.
fool.
The liquor distributor. The guy that helped build the club, Guy Bourne.
Good job, guy.
Mark Hollander, the new landlord. The accountant, Cannon, Jana Geraci from college.
From college.
The Yin Yang Twins for
Yin
the
Yang.
song.
Thanks, man.
And they charged me $26,000.
Charged us,
We
though.
should have just would have not put them in there.
Charged us. You
You
did.
should be on the next slide right
Then
now.
and then I was like, okay,
Mike
definitely.
Drop Comedy Clubs. Victoria Wood, that's the mayor of
Mic
Tacoma.
drop.
There's
Shout
my
out Mike
insurance
Drop.
lady.
Great clubs. Casey.
Marcus Trufant.
Love you, Casey.
Crumble Cookies. Come on, bruh. Brittany Nicole Freeman. Michael Rodriguez Dunas and Bianca Moon. I don't know neither one of them. Who is that?
No, Bianca.
Who is that? Jenny Canfit and
And then you see me in the left. I was like, oh, it's a special
He right
arrow.
there.
And then I'm gonna, and then it's gonna be and then the name will pop up. That's a good look, Nate. I see what you did, baby. I see. Oh, and then it's a solo line.
Chris Crazy's right there.
Chris Crazy right there. Shout out Chris Crazy, man. Can't wait for your show, man. Next Wednesday. It's gonna be a blast. And we out. Oh wait, maybe I was in that last little thing. I didn't. So, hey, it's all right, man.
I saw you about to put a thumbs down, nigga. Oh my God.
like,
Trent, that is so
the
bad.
coat check girl.
Trent, that is terrible. That's terrible. That is terrible.
I blame Larry.
That is Larry's fault. He's the one that finalized all the credits.
I blame Larry.
Oh.
Yeah, man. So, I didn't want to be a Debbie Downer because, at the end of the day,
That's mortifying.
I get it, but
you my right hand man, dog. That's crazy.
You know, I love to. I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason.
No, nigga, that didn't happen for no reason. You can try to justify that with the Lord or yourself. Somebody fucked up. That ain't no reason that you.
Brent
we worked hard.
I told Brent, and he sent me something because he was like, "Oh, you know what? They can change it." I'm like, "Dog, it's like another upload. I'm just a camera op." So
they can change it.
He sent me a link to something. I'll send it to you because he brought up. You remember? Did you watch the Umbrella Academy?
Yeah.
What's that girl's name? She had a sex change. She transitioned to a man. Yeah. Elliot Page.
Yes.
So when she, because I think the last 2 seasons she was a boy. So when that happened, they went back on the first 2-3 seasons, and they went in and they changed her name from Elliot Page to, or no, whatever she went from girl name to her man name. So they went and did that. But I'm like, all right, I'll send it to you. I'm looking for it right now. But I'm like, I don't know. She's above the line. So
you're above the line.
I could see. I mean, not literally. I'm not.
But I am. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So he sent me this screenshot
of the girl's name changed.
He Googled it. It says, yes, Netflix can and does change credits on their content after initial release, particularly when it comes to correcting cast names or other information. This is done by editing the video files, which can be time-consuming, blah, 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 blah. And then, yeah. So, I mean, if you get that out to, you want to let that Zach know or whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I didn't want to.
No, we got to get that right, brother. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. But I'm trying to go all the way back to when they're like, what were the names in the credits? I'm looking, we did this shit in in January. There's no way. Even let's say I sent a list of stuff and your name ain't on the list where I'm like, boom, you're still production staff and everybody should have been in it that was in the production.
Right. Like I said, I'm on the call sheet, so wouldn't you just copy and paste?
Inexcusable. You misspelled my dog's name too. And you put my clothing line on the same line as Twisted.
They can make those changes. It sounds like all of those changes.
Yeah, they're gonna take. You might as well take Twisted.
Take Bianca.
Take Bianca Moon now.
We don't know you, Bianca. You done snuck your name on there, Bianca?
That ain't. Who is that? Is that Beezus?
I don't know who that is. We don't know no Biancas.
I don't know Bianca Moon.
I don't know no Bianca Moon.
And I wonder what that was supposed to be. That came out as Bianca Moon.
Mm-hmm. You're out of there, Bianca.
You gotta go.
Yeah, but just it was
that is so bad.
Maybe I needed that. I needed to get to sleep that night, so I needed in order for me to fall asleep, I needed to come up with something in my mind to make that okay. And what I told myself was, maybe
the air conditioner's broken.
The air conditioner. I'm melting in this hoodie, but I don't want to take it off until the next episode. Anyway, I told myself, maybe Trenton, maybe the first time your name is associated with Netflix, maybe it needs to be a comedian, not a camera operator. You know what I'm saying? I know I did. I'm on there. I'm on the stage.
Nah, fuck that.
I know that's me. The world might not know.
Let me tell you something, young man. We work hard. We've traveled the world together. It makes no sense for you not to get that. I'm buying you a truck, but can't put your name on the goddamn credits. You ain't no secret weapon, nigga. You are you. You did your thing. Man, we got to fix the credits, man.
What's wrong?
It's so awesome. Trenton isn't even in it. He's my right-hand man. He's the guy that filmed all the crowd shots. You don't got him in the credits at all.
Everybody that I sent the list out, and I put all the names on there, and then I sent it back out to get checked.
I mean, but he was on the call sheet. Production, he's holding the camera. Half the crowd shots, he shot him. And then my dog's name is spelled wrong, and my clothing line is on the same line as Twista. We could just take Twista out and just somebody.
I don't know if I could do that. It's already out on Netflix.
But we already found. Trust me, Trent already found a document where if you just send the correct video file with the credits
Okay,
altered.
Send me the spelling of his name, and I'll send it over.
Okay, and it's amazing.
Yeah. How did everybody like it at the party?
I mean, applause breaks, standing ovations, people crying. There was two old ladies that were complete strangers. Halfway through the special, one just started finger banging the one next to her.
That's funny. Have you gotten some nice notes from people?
I don't even have notes. I have people just being like, "How's it feel? You put together a hit. Does it feel amazing?" And stuff like that. Like I got like Little Rail hit me and was like, "Bro, just slow down and take it all in, bro. You got a hit on your hands." And you know it's top 5 on Netflix right now, right?
Yeah, it's so awesome.
Top
I hope
5.
it stays there.
No, I want it to go up. Being
Yeah.
top 5 will make everybody watch it all the way through the weekend. The thing is, its ability to move up to being number 1 or whatever is based on people watching it in full, and that they are doing. They already told me it has an astronomical watch through rate.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm gonna email. Who'd you get that from?
the astronomical thing.
Yeah. Did you get it from Netflix?
I can't say. I'll text you though.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I was gonna email my folks over at Netflix and ask for some information on views and stuff like that.
Got it. Yeah, they do a 10-day one and then 30 days they'll give you something. And then so the couple of changes. One is Trenton, Kyle Cotton.
And then Christine, I think her name got misspelled too. So if you send me those two, just text me if you can when you get a second.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna see.
And then my dog's name is Brandy, not Brady.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna put you can take Twista out.
Okay. Send them for sure. I'll send them over. Yeah.
And then the Roses collection on its own line. Because right now it goes Twista the Roses collection, but that's two different things. It's two different things. Christine's name was spelled wrong, you said?
She's told me, but I haven't seen it yet on there, so I'll go back in and look.
All right, cool. Hold on. I will get to it, but I want to make sure that Trenton is on there. Also, BT Kingsley. Was BT in there?
I think he's in there, but I'll double check.
Okay.
I'll go when I go up to my hotel room. I'll start looking.
Where you at?
I'm at Laguna Seca, well in Monterey, but Laguna Seca. I'm doing a race out here.
All right, nice. All right, well, yeah. So we'll slide that in, but yeah, this is my right hand guy, man. There's only certain parts of all of this that happen and don't happen without certain people, and I can't leave Trent out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, of course, no worries.
You can get, but you don't got to put Brent in. But we got to have Trent.
No, that's fine. I can. What I have to do is I have to get it redone, and then on our side, and then just send them the fix. So. But I'll find out what it takes.
Well, I sent it to you. But yeah, there's an article about how Netflix does change credits because there's been actors that have had transitions to other genders and stuff, and they've gone back in previous seasons and updated.
Yeah. I'm not. The thing is that we'll probably, because of the way this one was done, we'll have to fix it. We'll have to recompose it and just send them a new file, and then we can change it.
And
they're not going to go in and do it.
Also,
we have to do it.
they said Kristen said that I just got this text from Kristen's friend that's a mutual friend. It says Larry never asked for the staff list. Usually that's the last thing they do before they go to print. And her name is Kristen, not Christine. So I guess that's what you heard. But I guess there was more staff that we missed too.
I put the staff I got from her, the people, and I put those people in.
Got it.
So I will double check with her if I'm going to make a correction, I'll add those in. So I'll ask her again.
And how did I send you mine? Was it an email or a text?
It came through. You sent me ones, and then Zach cleaned it all up and sent me a list. So I'll check.
But I was just texting them to you, right?
You were sending me text, and then I put them all on a list, and then I sent it back, and Zach sent me some, and then I sent him the final list to go look through as well. Got you. Between the two of us, we could have missed it. I don't know. So I'll go back through.
Okie dokie.
It's no big deal. Yeah.
Well, no, I just talked Trenton off a ledge. So no,
No. I mean,
he was sitting in his car with a hose connected to the back pipe and going into the driver's side window with the window down.
Okay.
And if he would have killed himself, I would have had to take him out of that car and put him in a new one and then call the authorities. Because if he had to kill himself in that piece of shit car, I'd have been so mad.
Yeah.
No, but great job.
Like I said, well, we should be able to get it fixed. It's not a big deal.
All right, awesome, thank you.
Where are you at? You at home?
Also, I see a couple more. I see where I texted a couple more thank you names, and I don't think I saw Big Spike or Anthony Tibbs in it.
I have to look. You got to send it to me in a
I
text.
will put it. Yeah, I'm texting. So I see where I sent those two. All right, cool. Well, you got it now.
Okay. I just felt my watch.
And then you said you had some more stuff you wanted to chat about.
I do, but I want to do it when we're together. I'm doing a. Well, I can tell you a little bit, but I'm doing a show for
Wait, no. I'm streaming, so we'll talk about it separate.
Okay. Later. Bye.
Love you, big capital L.
Of course, man. Later.
Bye. Was Wiggs in there? I don't think I saw Wiggs.
Wigs.
But we missed people that there are texts for sure in here about. I said, it says, Nate, I didn't see Keela on the list. Is there anyone we're missing? I said, she's supposed to be. She should be in the first 25% of names. So there's a list somewhere where I was saying, I said, more thank you names. I just got to get to it. So what I think we just found out without anybody having to have an admission of being incorrect or wrong or whatever, is that it wasn't on your boy.
I said all that just
wasn't on your boy. I'm good to go, brother. I am safe. There should never be a day where I'm not looking out for you, my guy.
Nah, and trust me.
Because holy shit.
Yeah, so
that is devastating.
Yeah. Like I said,
But what we should have done at the premiere though, at the club was because it ended and then people were they watched the clips that played during it, so when you're in Washington and you go to a movie theater, when the credits roll, people be leaving during the credits. Mm-hmm. Really, anywhere in the country, they just leave during the credits. But if you've ever gone to a movie in L.A. or New York, they don't leave until that very last motion picture presents that paragraph that's centered, because that's the final end. There's no more extra clips. There's no more nothing. And the reason why is because LA is, so many people are in the industry. It's you sit and you at least have the respect to watch who put this thing together. Even an animated film where there'll be giant chunks that are production companies in Japan and animators and stuff like that. And so we didn't do that here. We should have just been after we got to that block where it's we should have paused it from the DJ booth to be these are the special thanks. Because there's people in the room that were on that list. My family missed it. My niece caught it in Atlanta. I sent a screenshot to my family, and they celebrated that today, but not live while they were there. Mm-hmm. But I have to tell you, there is something to as a I'm old now. You know what I'm saying? From when I started 24 years ago, when I thought I was ready, when I thought it's time Netflix should give me a call, or when I thought it was my due, we are way after my first inkling of I'm fucking ready, let's go. Probably a decade after. In fact, I was ready. And so to be able to put it together and come out and to celebrate it with my parents present, with my dad post-stroke where we thought we were going to lose him, with, every time I see my parents, it's they're rapidly aging. Mm-hmm. And that's not a knock to them, because that's what life is. None of us last forever. You know what I'm saying?
Same thing when I see my parents.
It's just golly, are you guys fast forwarding? My sister came and visited from Raleigh and was oh my God. She literally was our parents are old now. I was like, yeah, I'm here with them every day, so it's happening gradually in front of me. She's like, no, it's noticeable. Everybody's a little bit slower. Everybody's walking just a little bit more careful. Everybody's just a little bit. They're just older.
Yeah.
So, my mom's in there wearing, her little roses hat representing, and I give them acknowledgement when I first take the stage, and my dad's like, right on, all old and shaking and shit. So it was really, that to me was like the thing where I'm like, golly. I feel like, whew. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that I don't think they're going to live much longer, but it just feels like, okay, they were here for that. I got that off.
Yeah.
Thank God. And, neither one of them is sick or showing any signs of slowing down or anything like that. But life goes in one direction and can't nobody stop it.
Yeah.
Everybody is older now than when this podcast started. Everybody's older now than they were a week ago. Everybody's older now. And so I'm just glad my people got to be here to see it. It's not because I grew up, my grandfather died when I was like 9. I met him 2-3 times. He lived in Louisiana. He's not a part of who raised me, really. Like, he was just like, let's just go see this old-ass version of you. I was like, who's this old man? Why does this house smell like this? Like, it just smell like catfish and chewing tobacco. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I didn't have that where there's like all these elders and I can look at like even Black Panther got to go see his ancestors. Like, I didn't get that. So my parents got to see it, and my dad was 40 when I was born. My parents are old, man. They're old. My oldest sister is, if she had a teen pregnancy, she's old enough to be my mom. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, we did it, Joe. We got it off. We did it, and now it's like, I feel like, okay, I did the part of my career. I hit what I needed to hit. I hit the benchmark that is like, this is for my people. Moving forward, all the shit is for me. I put on for the town. I put on for the city. I put on for the club. I put on for Lacey, Tacoma, my parents, my family. Boom. Now, let me do me 100% my way. Big dog, let's go. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know if it feels this way to everybody, but Omari Salisbury from Converge Media interviewed me after, and he hit it right on the head. He was like, I watched you for half of the special just to see your reactions and stuff. And he was like, honestly, it feels like you were here and you were present here, but it took effort to be because you are 6-7 months, maybe a year down the road, and the other things that you're already trying to cook up and do and plan for and coordinate and you know what I mean? And I was like, no, you nailed it right on the head. Yeah. Like I had to slow down and go back into the past of something I did 8 months ago and be like, let's see how the world receives it.
After you taped this, we went to Europe. Like
straight onto the road. It never stopped.
2 weeks after that.
Yeah. It never stopped. Everybody's like, how'd it feel to do the dopest special? That was awesome. Bet, but that was the 600 people in the room. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking saying like, okay, some people came and some people didn't come. But what I am saying is now there's 330 million people with access to the special. And if they use their Netflix at all this week, at any moment, any time, at any point, I'm in the top 5. I'm suggested. I'm who Netflix is sending out. As a matter of fact, I'm the face of comedy right now on Netflix. They don't have another special to be like, oh, I hope I'm better than that one. Yeah. I'm in the top 10. I'm the only comedy special in the top 10.
Super funny, too. And that's a little bit of like what I was mentioning before we started the podcast, like that little bit of Kanye like part where it's like, again, you called your special super funny. So it's like the people that like the audacity of this man, you call it his special super funny. And so it's like, we'll see about that. But like, that's what I mean by
I try to make it so there's layers to it all. You go, it's called super funny, what the fuck? Let me see, boom.
That's one side.
Damn, it kind of is.
Because can I say this before you finish?
Wait, this motherfucker got a comedy club?
Right.
Named Super Funny?
Right.
This motherfucker, wait, damn, this shit. I might not like the jokes, but this motherfucker outfit clean. Wait, that's his outfit? You get what I'm saying? Like there's layers to all of it.
Well, the third layer is, or I think this is the most important layer, is calling it super funny. And this is something I realized going on tour maybe 2 months on the road with you, figuring it out, like super funny. I'm like, why does he call it super funny? Because I'm going left with it. And then I was interviewing people after the shows, and one of the first things they say, where I'm like, so tell me how you felt about or tell me how you enjoyed the Nate Jackson comedy show. And they were like, oh my God, it was super funny.
That's
And
how I
I'm
named
like, and so then by the 10th person saying it was super funny, I got it. I get it. Makes sense.
You're
Makes
like,
complete sense.
And that's how that
Genius.
was my impetus for coming up with
Genius.
it. Yeah, I just and now the next special is called Big Dog, and people already saw the rollout a little bit, but they now with me coming out being like the opening joke, why y'all calling me Big Dog? You know what I'm saying? Right. You might not watch the whole special, but you caught that I don't like being called Big Dog. People been saying, they've been calling me, making a point of it all day. Good shit, Big Dog. You killed it, Big Dog. I'm like, come on now. They're like, ha, got you. So it's all intertwined. It's like, I want it to be like a universe, the way Marvel felt. You know what I'm saying? You're not just watching Thor 1, Thor 2, Thor 3, or Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2. Like every character, everything that's happening in these things matter to the end game, matter to literally the end game is what they called it. It matters to it. I want it to be a crescendo that builds up where you look at it all, you step back and you go, motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Like last week, I just saw somebody take one of Beyonce's albums and flip it over and take another one of Beyonce's albums and flip it over and realize that on one where the horse is like diamonds or something like that, it's like the shoulders, the trunk of the horse, and then you put the next album to it, part 2, and the horse, it's like maybe it's roses or whatever, or white roses. Mm-hmm. It's the middle of the horse. So you know that the third album is going to be the back of the horse. Mm-hmm. So at the end of it, you get this full body of a horse that she's been building this thing. And so that's kind of what I want. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, can I ask you this question? And I feel like this is an important question that a lot of like true Nate Jackson fans kind of want to know. So I'm really asking it for them. Because, I be in the comments. So now that your Netflix special is out, what is the plan? Can you tell people who are curious about your plan for your monthly crowd work joints? Because I feel like people are just
they won't stop asking about the crowd work joints. And let's not just say, oh, they're fiending for it. My YouTube needs it. Shit. Netflix had my shit in a chokehold, bruh. So there's a ton of content coming. We got a new concept called the crowd work pack. Different than the crowd work joint. Crowd work pack is when I did any city and we took all the crowd work from that city, the 20 to 30 minutes of all the different individual clips. That is that's gonna go in a pack with behind the scenes stuff that we got from each, like when we're in the city, like in the green room with T.I., never before seen footage. That all goes into the crowd work pack. And so you get like the Atlanta crowd work pack. Those are gonna come out every Friday.
Yeah, every Friday.
Every Friday we got crowd work packs. Every first Wednesday, we'll start filming crowd work joints again at the Super Funny Comedy Club's new location. I still have 2 from before from the old location that are gonna come out, and they're gonna go on YouTube under the membership for, I want people to pay $3 to see them. And that way, if they get 1.4 million views, we make real money. And then I can put that into doing more stuff for you, like on some Mr. B shit. I'm about reinvesting.
$3?
That's cheap as shit.
That's
I
fair.
I paid $3,000 for it to get it made.
I would do it.
Yeah, so there's that.
You're basically seeing one of your favorite comedians, in your living room for $3. Where
$3.
You know what I'm saying? If you bought a ticket to that show, it would
$40
to $40.
Right, so that's the crowd work joint. So we'll have 2 unreleased crowd work joints that come out. Pretty much is like we need to let this top 10 push run it, like let's see if we can hit number 1. Let's just see. Let's see if comedy fans in general are strong enough to push a special to the number 1 spot.
Yeah.
Because I'm the only comedy stand-up special in the top 10. that's out this week. So we're going to see the power of comedy, where we're at now with the bump in the comedy business. Everybody who watched Matt Rife on there and made it a #1, you know our connection. You know that's my homeboy. They should all be running over to see it. Everybody who's ever seen anything that I've done should be running over to see it. Everybody who loves all the like I just did Bert Kreischer, just posted that. Anybody that loves Bert and sees that plug to be like, yo, he's hilarious. You should go, like I want to see that happen. And then, because I don't want people to be like, oh, I'm just going to watch it on YouTube. No, I need you to watch the special.
Yeah.
Because it matters.
Yeah.
And here's what I think. And you want to know what else I think? I'll give you a little bit of foresight, but I think that Netflix needs to talk to me. I think they need to holler at me about a highly, like a little bit up of just escalate the production level of a normal crowd work joint. Yeah, and I think they need to be putting them on Netflix once a month.
Same way they doing the Kill Tony shit, Raw. Like, you know what I mean, Netflix, Nate's doing it once a month. You want to just, you want that to just go on YouTube?
And so we've already had offers for it. Heartbeat Productions reached out and was like, we want to produce this for you. They wanted to do between 7 and 11 of them. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, well, what y'all gonna pay me though? Because here's what it generates on its own.
Right.
You're gonna take this off my plate because you want to do it, but you need to at least match that. Right. And it should go up gradually as the episodes go, because that's what happens on YouTube. Mm-hmm. You post one, everybody watches that one. You post the second one, everybody watches that second one, and then so does everybody who watched the first one. There's 22 on there. Mm-hmm. So that's a good look, but we got to drop. So there'll be crowd work packs based on the cities. Those are coming out. There's going to be crowd work joints that are coming back. There's
premium membership.
And then, on the premium membership. And then there's going to be the crowd work joints that we're filming live again, starting on the first Wednesday in August. First Wednesday in August is a crowd work joint. So, I don't know who has the days off to call in for, but first Wednesday is going to be a crowd work joint. And then if I don't do it that Wednesday, then maybe I need to do it a part of the festival weekend, the week, and do it the second week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like you should, because
there's already a Nate Jackson Presents that has a lot of tickets sold.
Right.
But I need to do a crowd work joint.
Yeah.
And so I think it should just be a part of the festival. There's another draw. Like, okay, you're going to come see me over at the Emerald Queen. That's not a crowd work joint. That's a show. That's the Super Funny Tour, which, by the way, obviously is not going to be the same material that you just watched on the special.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that, because
I need to figure out I'm closing it because I can't count them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That secret is now out the bag. I have spent a year deleting that off of people's posts and being like, don't give that away. People are like, oh, you said Dave ain't got no bitches. I'm delete.
Yeah.
Delete. Now that's out. That was the whole point. So if you guys, people who are watching and are the avid fans that have seen so many shows, like shout out to my homegirl Melissa that went to like 7 out of she did every single show in Nashville. Like, she saw 7 or 8 hours of me straight and was like, not a single one of those shows was alike.
Shout out to Melissa.
Yeah, she's a real one. Real so I say that to say, like, I have the material. I just have to go through and cross out the stuff that I just said on this.
Yeah.
And I also got to cross out things that aren't relevant now, too. Like, I had several banger-ass jokes about Diddy. Well, Diddy's acquitted now. Mm-hmm. He could come to a show and watch me talk about, Diddy going to jail.
Well,
he'd be in the front row watching.
He's not acquitted.
He got acquitted of the bad, the worst, the shit that was going to put him away for 15, 20 years.
He's going to get sentenced with those other 2 charges in October.
With good time and all that, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, the chances now that they put him under a jail are very, very slim.
And then he's coming for revenge.
Yeah.
Anybody who shitted on him, he coming. I'm curious to see the 50 Cent and Diddy. We'll see.
Well, how that ends up coming out?
Yeah, we'll see.
They should drop an album together.
Dang.
You were talking some beef.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is. I'm excited about. That's why I'm excited about these Denver shows.
The newest member of Bad Boy and the newest member of G Unit presents, and it's both of them on a cover.
I don't know. There was some ex-wife or his 50's ex or his current wife. I don't know. I feel like maybe that's too much.
I think their issues are mortal. So it's not going to happen, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That would be crazy, though.
You know what else would be crazy is if now, because that popped like that, if they're like, yo, let's do a couple dates where we really put you guys on them like Two Guns, me and Matt, which we've had as a bullet in the chamber this whole time. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to see what that would do. Because if he's already doing arenas and I'm about to be doing arenas, then I think that makes us just doing like just addresses that lead to fields.
I think that's cool, but because of watching Matt's, like he put his out, and then you seen Matt do that like himself, I'm just curious to see. Well, before we go Two Guns, let's see what.
But you ain't gotta tell me.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't have the same. Calm down. Let's see how big this gun is.
Right.
Yeah. It might be a bazooka and a pistol.
Let's see what next Netflix bump looks like for a while before.
And then let's see what's next. Let's say if Netflix doesn't want to do crowd work joints, that they'd give me 4 of them, and then we shut down a quarter of the year, just dropping them every whatever, and people are looking forward to them and all that. They're definitely coming back consistently on YouTube, and I want to see the views that one gets. I know what I did before. To be like, yo, here's a new crowd work joint, and it's legitimately a new one, not these 2 that we got in the back, like a brand new, put that out, boom. Here's another question. Should a crowd work joint be at the club?
I say yes.
I say...
Because it's... Because I have my theory on that, on why it should.
You say yours. Let me say mine because I'll forget it. But essentially, because we've been doing them at the same exact location over and over and over and over again, a lot of people are like showing up early to try and get talked about again and again and again and again, which was, as you saw at the special, a challenge to rifle people around that were like trying to get, including Lorena. I didn't even make that call. Like, because Heath was present at all the crowd work joints, he's like, I'll make sure nobody that you already got on YouTube is going to be here at Netflix. But people that I got on YouTube were like, I already know how to get them to get me. One guy had on a hot orange suit or something. They couldn't figure out where to put him. So like Lorena was like, dang, we were about to be good, but you'd already got us before, so they moved us. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think it's and with the nature of the front of the club and who I'll be doing crowd work on, I only have about 20 options of who to fuck with. And if 10 of those are already previously gotten ones, you know what I'm saying? There's already Smashley, she's on 3 crowd work joints. She's one wearing the outfit saying I look better bent over or something like that. I look better on all 4. She's on another one where she wasn't wearing that shirt. She was wearing something else. And then she's on, then she came with a dude on one. And then she came alone again. Like, we've watched her whole evolution with them, being single with somebody and single again. Now, if we were to take it to a local theater or just something with a little more seating, I'm kind of like, maybe that's the look. Or... You know what I'm saying? Like, we already said, like, if we do a second show in the city, it's going to be a crowd work joint. I haven't stuck to that.
Yeah, but so this is how I see it, because I hear what you're saying. I do, with the issue of people, return customers, return fans that just love watching you do what you do, and then them too, with the possibility of thinking, well, if he talks to me, like, you could, I could be a part of it. But something about you being a comedian, and you own and run your own comedy club, and because you put out your first debut special on Netflix, it's called Super Funny. Your comedy club is called Super Funny. I think it's cool when people fly out, because how many times, okay, you said all that other stuff, but to like counter it would be, how many times did you talk to somebody like, where y'all from? Oh, we from Detroit. What? Yeah, we flew out just for this. Y'all flew all the way out here from Detroit on a fucking Wednesday just to be a part of my crowd work joint?
Yeah, I'd be so flabbergasted by that.
So it's like
our Poppy flying in for the premiere, Monique flying in for the premiere.
That's what I'm saying.
The bodyguard from San Francisco flying up with Monique to bodyguard, like without it even being set up.
So I like that aspect of it. It's like, to me, it's no different from like a Comedy Store or a Laugh Factory or what Joe Rogan did with his Mothership. People want to, let's go to Austin and go watch a show at the Mothership, because that has its connection to Joe Rogan. So my
point and your point can exist at the same time. Yes, it should be at the club. It's a no-brainer to be like, come to me at the home I built.
Create a system.
And then and now what you're saying is exactly what I'm saying. We can manage so that we're
when
not.
you buy a ticket, how many times have you seen a crowd?
They're not
work
gonna
joint?
say that.
Of course,
They know
not.
why now.
Of course, but when the staff, we gotta be like, like just
Nope.
on the lookout.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah. But I don't do that. Like they didn't. Like I think there was one time they were like, "We got a picture of this guy. Do you recognize him?" I'm like, "Yeah, I already cooked the shit out of him." Mm-hmm. I was like, "That's BOBY. Sound the same. So move that." You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so I think that's it. But I think like one of the better crowd work joints was a show where it was our first night adding a second one, and the crowd came in and it was light. And it's one of the better ones on Netflix.
I know. Yep.
Yeah, it's one of the better ones. It's all like BOBY sound the same. Like I was really repetitive that night. And what I'm realizing is that when people are watching stand-up and watching videos of stand-up, repetition really sticks with people. Kevin Hart, all right. Like people still say that now. You know what I'm saying? And so, so that BOBY, I came back to it 10 times. You know what I mean? So it stuck. So now even live, people yell out like BOBY, sound the same. Like they yell that from the crowd. And so both of those can exist. I do want it to be at the house that I built. I want the food and beverage for it. I want it to benefit all my people who have been rocking with me, make a couple dollars and all that. But it'd be frustrating when I look out at the crowd and the front 4 rows of people who've already been cooked.
Yeah, we'll come up with a plan to make sure that, it'll just be a part of it. Like, hey, this is, we need to look out for these people who have been in it, repeat it, because your name's on the club. And people watching it, like they'll all, even though they live in Florida, never been to Tacoma, Seattle, never been to Washington.
Yeah, those 2 girls that came from Tampa, and they're like, "We here for you." They came from Jacksonville. I'm like, y'all came from Duval
Right.
to Tacoma?
Right.
They're like, I said, it's hood here, huh? They were like, where?
Yeah.
We want to move. You know what I'm saying? Like there's multiple people that had come from Chicago.
Yeah.
Like the main thing people need is notice. They just need to know like, it's every first Wednesday? Bet. I'm going to go there in August, or I'm going to go there in September.
Because how many times does it take for somebody to watch? I'm just comparing it. They're watching Kill Tony on YouTube every Monday, and they're just seeing the inside of the mothership or wherever they're doing it at, and they're just like, God, I can't take it anymore, man. I fucking love this show. I'm seeing the inside of it. I'm buying it's like a draw. Like same thing watching your crowd work.
And you saw it.
You're seeing the inside.
Well, you weren't there when we went, but the Monday night line outside of the mothership. That was the wait list line to see if nobody was like half a block long. And it was all, it looked like, I was like, is this all a fraternity or something? Why does everybody look the same out here? They're like, no, bro, we fucking love Kill Tony.
Right.
We can't wait to get in, and we're going to go in, bro. They're about to release seats in the back room right now. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I feel like, because Dave, do people, I don't know too much about his club out in Ohio, but are people, I'm assuming people are kind of doing, it's not being advertised
coming from
like
all
that.
over the world to come see him.
Right,
He just he throws a thing called a summer camp, and it's where it's similar to with COVID, where he had to perform on the back porch out to the cornfield, but now he does it on purpose. And so they did that. I just saw pictures of Carlos Miller and George Wallace and a few other acts that went and had a ball out at that. But Wise Firehouse is the name of the comedy club. It's a confusing name to me. You call it Comedy Club of Firehouse, and I get that people are in there, flaming people or whatever, but like that's just confusing if you're looking for a firehouse or if you're looking for a comedy club. But it ain't my place to judge. It's just my place to say I know I'm starting to see like I saw Marsha Ambrosius had performed live at Wise Firehouse. Now, from what I understand, his venue is smaller than Super Funny. It's like 200 seats, so that doesn't even feasible wise make sense to have either you gave somebody their rate and didn't care that it didn't mean the money back because you balling, or the talent said, hey man, it seats 200, I fuck with you, I'll lower my rate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But Marsha Ambrosius, she could do football fields. You catch her in a 200-seater, it's got to come with love and favors, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to continue to foster and build relationships with people that I like, hey, why don't you come? Like my inquiry to have Montel Jordan do the comedy festival, which doesn't work for his schedule and all that, turned into him remembering when we already did a show together because I hosted the Long Beach Step Show, which is that's one of the biggest step shows in California, and thus one of the biggest step shows in the country. And he was the guest performer on it. So like, you know, we go to intermission and we come back and it's Montel Jordan doing 2 or 3 songs, and then we get back into the step show. Like, and so we were literally just like standing next to each other backstage. I'm like, you ready? You ready? Yeah, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Just chopping up. I'm like, yeah, man, I have a comedy club. I'm like, man, that's what's up. So when I DM'd him, I'm like, I've tried to reach through your people. Nobody's hitting me back. The numbers go around in circles. It's ridiculous. Dog, we did Long Beach together. He's like, I remember that shit. Let's work.
Right.
I'm not available that weekend, but let's work. So how many relationships can I foster like that? Because at this point, I can have Twista, Too Short, Zero, and Montel Jordan all on one show with name some comics, and we got the Love and Laughter Festival that's right here at the Showware or right here at the Tacoma Dome, and I don't see how that don't work. To be like day 1, these comics and these performers, day 2, these comics and these performers, or to just do it all in one day and be like, here's the Love and Laughter Festival. So we're in a position right now where Tacoma's going to really be having some fun second weekend in August for as long as I'm alive, because I intend to make the week that includes my birthday an annual celebration. That should be, I want it to be how 50 Cent's Love and Laughter weekend was, or how Lil Boosie has his weekend, or how Trey the Truth has his weekend, or how, like, I think Lil Russell even launched one. Like, you just have to put the events together and you build it, and then the people come. And so it's rushed to do the festival right now, but at the same time, we've done more with less, and we should be fine. It's not like we're building it from scratch. We've got over 100,000 emails from all over the country, from all the touring and collecting contacts. The club has virtually the same amount just locally. And then there's the media contacts that we can hit and reach out to, like Converge and Fox 13 and you know, just running Facebook ads. And so it's almost done. It's almost there. Like, we have the classes already done, who's going to teach those. We have the shows already booked, who's going to do that. I just want the sponsorship page to be fat. You know what I mean? Here's all the businesses that sponsor the Super Funny Festival. By the way, if you're listening to this or watching this anywhere, reach out. Hit me up. The number's 360-888-2891. It's actually my number, so don't call me at no dumbass time. But I would love to see who wants to work and be a sponsor for the Super Funny Festival here in Tacoma, Washington. Do you have a brand that you want to see represented in all of the marketing materials and, you know, mentioned by hosts and a part of the, you know, the graphics and all that for the newest comedy festival in the country by the top 5 comic on Netflix? Holla at me. If that's you know who it is. You know if it's you. You know what I'm saying? You know if you're the person. But what I don't have is like a marquee sponsor. Like, I've hollered at, you know, like friends of mine that are business owners and pillars in the community, but it's not like it's like Pepsi, Ford, Chevy. Like, they used to sponsor competitions. Mm-hmm. Like, the Coca-Cola Comedy Invitational was the big deal. The Bud Light Comedy Contest that used to happen in Atlanta, huge fucking deal. Like,
well, let's see if, you know, it's a little different after 24 hours. Like, hey,
yeah, it is.
Interested
it's
again?
It's a whole new world. Let's circle back. You know what I'm saying? Dear DraftKings, you're lucky you got in at the rate that you got in at, because now it's a whole nother situation. And why not sponsor the thing? Why not Mike's Hard Lemonade? It presents the Mike's Hard Laughs. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason it can't be amazing. If people leave the country and go all the way to Montreal every summer, this is in state. This is in state, in region, in United States. Just come on up to Tacoma.
Yeah. Yeah, basically what Nate's trying to say, y'all, tap in, man. Tap in while you can. But, yeah, it's getting late, man. We got a flight to catch in the morning.
Denver.
You want to, yeah, that's where we're going. This is going out on Thursday, so
yeah,
tomorrow.
let me say, yeah, this is going to come out on Thursday. There's 5 orders of the roses while we've been here right now. This shit is on fire. And if tickets are being bought at the same frequency that this merch is being bought, holy shit. Listen, we're not in theaters anymore. I'll tell you right now, we're in small arenas right now. We're in 5,000 to 8,000 seaters right now. And that's if people are buying tickets the way that they're buying this merch in the last 24 hours. Because In order to buy this merch, you had to dig down 3-4 levels to find it. There's no real like marketing for that right now. That is an entirely different story than the way Live Nation is pushing my tickets and marketing me right now. It's very easy to find a Nate Jackson ticket, so much that even third parties are doing it. So I want to make sure that I say my dates because I'm crazy excited about where I'm going. But we're going to Denver to Comedy Works South, not downtown, to Comedy Works South in the Greenwood Village. Then we have Atlantic City on July 18th. At the Tropicana Showroom. July 19th is the Foxwoods Resort and Casino in Ledyard, Connecticut. That's within like that. That's in that Boston area. It's a beautiful resort. I'm talking. There's zip lines indoors at this place, and so I would love to see that one on ape shit packed mode for more than one reason. One, it would be dope, just in general to see that kind of activity. Two, Foxwoods, the Chevalier, and the Wilbur. Those three were a trifecta deal working with Bill Blumenreich, and it's just disgusting what he offered. But I don't hit it unless we hit certain benchmarks of admission. So if Foxwoods is nuts, after having sold out the Chevalier and having added shows at the Wilbur, shit could get crazy. And so because of my willingness to put things back put the money back into what we're doing, it benefits everybody to be like, yo, get these tickets. And so let's just see. Let's see what needle, if the special moved the needle to the point where it was easy to sell tickets at like the giant venues like the Foxwoods. So Foxwoods is a big one. After that, we're going to do Friday, July 25th. I'm going to Montreal, Canada. That is a new development. I was supposed to go to Corpus Christi, Texas to do Mesquite Street Comedy Club, but that's going to have to get moved to September because JFL and Montreal and this other opportunity that I haven't had a chance to announce yet because I haven't been cleared to say it has presented itself. It's a big fucking deal. This is a big deal.
I don't even know it.
You don't know? I'll tell you right after this what it is.
And then, the stream is on too, so don't tell me right after.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to mute and tell you, but it's a big motherfucking deal. Okay? It's so big I'm saying motherfucker over and over again. It's that big of a deal. And we did it, Joe. So we'll be there for the 25th of July. And the internet has been like, come to Montreal, come to Montreal, come to Montreal, come to Montreal. Well, I'm coming. I'll be doing my own show, and then I'll be on this other show. And so I want y'all to flood them both. Emerald Queen, sold out, but please come to the after party at the Super Funny Comedy Club on August 14th. The festival's the 11th through the 17th. I'm already doing Super Funny Presents, which is me for 30 minutes and then bringing out hilarious comics that are a secret until they're on the stage. And then I think we just formalized that the first crowd work joint that's back needs to be filmed during festival week. I just got to figure out the slot at which it happens and how. Then we have Chicago. Schomburg Improv out there in Chicago. That is the last weekend in August 28th through August 30th. And we've added shows on the 31st. Then we have Pittsburgh on September 18th, Dayton, Ohio, Akron, Ohio. That's on the 19th and 20th. Then we head down to Florida for a couple of shows. And you can catch up on the rest of the dates at NateJacksonComedy.com because once we're into September, it's no longer the Super Funny World Tour. We are now into the material and the artwork and the marketing for the Big Dog Tour. And so it's all flowing together. Most talent finishes a full tour, special drops, there's some time off, and then they go out on their next one and there's marketing for the next one. These overlap. Like, I think it's like there's not a big break before we're like Super Funny World Tour is in Chicago. That ends the world tour there. And then right after that, when we get to Pittsburgh for September 18th, we're already into Big Dog dates. So it's not even 20 days later that we're already doing Big Dog. And we're supposed to change all artwork, you know what I mean? So the good thing is I know the format of the show. There's what I'm going to say before I do crowd work. There's the crowd work, and then there is whatever we come out of that and end it with. And I'm going to keep that formula. That's just going to be what we're doing that's where we're at now. That's what it's going to be. And so thank you for joining me. Please tap back in to Opinionated. We're back. We're consistent. And again, sponsors for the festival. And hey, sponsors for the podcast. Tap in. Let's go.
जिम जाने को ना कोई माने करिए रे या जान भी आखिर कमजोर होवे जिम जाने को ना कोई माने करियो रे या जान भी आखिर कमजोर होवे सदों बादशाही भी कायम नहीं रहती सदों बादशाही रे कायम नहीं रहती नहीं एक दिन गोरे सदों जोरे होवे दुनिया दिन बदलती जाए अजे और ते काले कुछ और होवे दुनिया दिन बदलती जाए रे अजे और ते काले कुछ और होवे राई मौत को जाए को चखणो है राई मौत को जाए को चखणो है भावे कितनो कोई शाजोर होवे जोक मोरे मगी शोक दिल मां कद नबी गो पाक दरबार देखो जो जोक पोरे मगी शोक दिल मारे कद नबी गो पाक दरबार देखो दोस्त रबे गो खास हबीब प्यारो दोस्त रबे गो खास हबीब प्यारो अखा नाले हूँ वीरे एक बार देखो जाऊं सदके लख आजारे वारी नाले रोजागा सोना मीनार देखो जाऊं सदके लख आजारे वारी में नाले रोजागा सोना मीनार देखो अल्लाह दे तौफीक इकबाल एक बार अल्लाह दे तौफीक इकबाल एक बार जगे बंगला गारे चमकार देखो जिस वास्ते ज़मी आसमान बने हो कैसा नबी की ऊंची रे शान हुई है जिस वास्ते ज़मी आसमान बने हो कैसा नबी की ऊंची रे शान हुई है दोस्त रबे को खास हबीब प्यारो दोस्त रबे को खास हबीब प्यारो गल बिचे कुरान बयान हुई है रुतबो दितो खुदा ने आप जिसना ऊपर नाज़िल के ताबे कुरान हुई है रुतबो दितो खुदा ने आप जिसना ऊपर नाज़िल के ताबे कुरान हुई है इकबाल उम्मत नारे बख्शान बसते इकबाल उम्मत नारे ओ बख्शान बसते सोना नबी के आते को माने हुई है फे फजल करे अल्लाह पाक जे करे जा तो पहुंचो हूँ सोना दरबार आगे फे फजल करे अल्लाह पाक जे करे जा तो पहुंच रे सोना दरबार आगे जा तो पहुंच मदीना की गलियां माँ जा तो पहुंच मदीना की गलियां माँ दुख दसे तो सब सरकार आगे दस مسئلے تورے آلے حوالے اپنا کر دکھ درد سارا آزار آگے دو ملے جا تورے اقبال تنا سو ملے جا تورے اقبال تنا کھل جا تورے اسے بازار آگے